Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Sunfall Cycle.
Fucking Jesse. I'm sorry, I said it. Now you're demonetized. You're getting the yellow fucking caution sign now, buddy.
And you deserve
it. Before I forget, though, I also just want to say, Eric, thank you for saying that, though, about the Discord thing, because this is something I'm working on, and that was very helpful to me. So thank you.
Eric was accusing us of not being his friend. He said, and
no,
I quote,
Eric just called it out because he talked about this cool music, and I was like, send me a song, and he was like, I already put it in the fucking Discord, and you guys didn't reply to it, and there was like other things in there.
Yeah.
Like, wait, 1 week.
And just so people watching.
I've been jamming to Japanese city pop for the past week, and I'm just completely ghosted. Everyone here are just fake friends, okay? No one cares about what I do. They just want my body. It's entirely physical.
Well, yes, that part's true.
That is, I'm struggling with it a little bit. There was another time, I don't know, I don't want to put anyone on the blast, but maybe a friend suggested we play Fall Guys and then completely ghosted me as well.
Yeah,
it's
I saw that.
fine.
I saw you extend that olive branch, Eric.
I don't know who you're referring to.
I saw Jesse slap it out of your hand.
Eric, I
don't get to tell.
I'm not very good at Fall Guys, and if you want to play with me, I'd love to play with you. We can. All right. You know what?
Sunfall Cycle's
over.
I'll buy the game and play with you. I'm not sure you want to play with Jesse.
Wow.
I was on a stream the other day. And
I heard he's not very good.
In my whole life.
I was
Jesse.
so mad.
You were so tilted. You were so fucking tilted. It cured my acne and smoothed my wrinkles and improved my credit score. Watching it was so satisfying. I'm sorry. And then you were like super self-conscious about it. You were like, I always hate when I lose my cool on camera. I'm like, I understand that sentiment because I'll do that too, where I'll be like, fuck this game and fuck whoever made it in the ass. And then I'm like, oh my God, I made a fool of myself on stream. But like, for you, like when you watching you rage, because you're just not that person. Watching you tilt, I was like,
it
gives me life.
Did you stick around to the end where I brought myself back from the brink? It was great. I had to play Will Smith Wild Wild West in order to bring myself back, and I had to dance along. I couldn't. I was so broken.
It was the comeback story. It was amazing.
I had to do it.
Have you earned a crown yet?
The pity one they give you.
The pity crown.
Sensitive topic. That was not the question to ask, Steven.
I have not won. I cannot win. Every time I'm like, all right, this is it. This is my time. I can make it to the final round. I just won't ever win it. And so the struggle continues.
Get there.
You'll get there. We believe. I made it to like top, what is it, 5 or something? Top 5.
Did that work?
We go to?
It worked.
They finish.
Good job.
I made it there. I only played two times.
I've gotten close, but like, God, I keep getting the tail one on the last round. I'm just terrible at the tail games.
Oh, the tail one! I got it like at the last second. I really need to. I was playing on Sean's computer. I really need to set up my computer so I can like play my own game with other people. But I've never played it.
I'm sorry.
It's fun.
I won.
I've been playing Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain 2 has sucked up all of my time.
Are we going to have to do a Sunfall play date where we all, mostly because
Sunfall Guys?
Sunfall. Yes, 100%. And more importantly,
except that Fall Guys only allows teams of 4.
Well, I'm so
sorry.
So
does Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic only allows teams of 4.
We're doing it Friends Basement style. First one out has to rotate.
One of us should commentate.
4 controllers.
I was saying one of us could commentate. Whoever's not doing it just commentates and just like
commentate.
I'll
part of the basement experience.
I have a lot of practice.
Oh my God.
Eric can attest to my marble commentary.
Yes,
I think
marble commentation.
I think I could definitely do commentary for Fall Guys.
Oh yeah,
but it is going to be incredibly insulting, and when you're already tilted, it will.
But
it will hurt to hear me say.
Watch you get tilted, and I got to see
it looks
you
like Jesse may have lost control of his hands at this point in time. Truly running into the wall like that. Don't know how he could make such a rookie mistake, but here we are. Steven pulling up in the lead. Will he maintain it? That's how it's going to be the entire time.
Britt at the finish line, about to cross, but waiting so she can grief Jesse right at the last
Yo,
grab him by the love handles and throw him right off that platform, Britt. We love to see it, Britt. Fuck that guy. Here we go.
Shit. Bronze will know this then from watching me. Every time someone would like grab me and throw me off a platform, I'd be like, today is August 17th, 2020. If at the next PAX I meet you, I'm going to say, where were you August 17th, 2020 at 9:26 p.m. And if you say playing Fall Guys, I'm going to punch you in the face. I was so angry. I was like, I will find you. Oh, yeah, I hate that game. I hate it. I need to win. I need to win so I can never play it again. I hate it so much. Oh, I hate it. Oh, it's the worst. That game. Oh, I hate it. We need to play Sunfall Cycle, a less stressful game. Oh, I hate
a less stressful game.
Fine. Well, if you need something that will not stress you out, that's also a great watch. I watched a fantastic movie last week, and I want to share it. It's called Prospect 2018. It's incredible. Pedro Pascal's in it. I don't want to ruin the story.
I feel like someone was talking about this in Discord, but I kind of ignored whoever was talking, so I don't really know.
Yeah. Anyways,
tell me more about this movie, Eric.
A dad and a daughter go to a green moon in this sort of like 1970s far future kind of, stars without number, space kind of movie. But it's more like Treasure of the Sierra Madre, but meets Annihilation.
What?
It's very cool with this nice retro future vibe to it.
Like
it feels like an adventure on a mothership or something.
Badges,
it's so good.
Right? Great movie.
It's on Hulu.
Very
okay,
good.
I can watch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check it out.
Definitely check it out.
Pedro.
Badges.
Also, the music in it, very good.
It's the only line I remember from that.
I'm gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna get into the Discord and tell everyone what I thought of it.
And we'll ignore it. It'll be
Looking
great.
forward to ignoring it.
Yeah, we'll ignore it until 9:59 next Wednesday.
You can.
When we all catch up. Like,
and all of a sudden, we all react to it. And
yeah, we're in Discord.
That's okay. This is for my own practice, Eric. I'm just gonna practice on Discord with your posts of like not getting overly anxious about what I say and just responding like a person. Do you guys have that? I have that all the time.
So look,
I freak out. I'm like, if I can't respond exactly the right way, then I shouldn't say anything yet. Like, I really got to come up with something worthwhile for someone to read.
Britt, the thing that I do is I get a message from someone, I'll read it, and I'll think to myself the response. And then my brain is like, oh, you responded to that message.
I do that with texts.
And then
I do that all the time.
And then like 5 days pass and I'm like, holy shit, my friend thinks that I'm just 100% leaving them on red. But I'm not. I actually responded to them. I only did it in my head. So I've got to straight through the fingers.
Yeah. No, I'm a little bit column A, a little bit column B. I relate to y'all a lot. Someone will text me something really nice. In my head, I'll be like, that's really nice. I should think of something nice to respond to them with. And then 3 weeks go by.
Dude, I've done that thing where I've showed the text to someone else. I'm like, look at this nice thing.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
That's so sweet. Oh my God.
This warrants a proper response. Right?
In my head, like, what should I do? Maybe I should, I should send them something really nice. Where can I get a card though? Maybe I can do this. And then it's gone. Yeah. And like weeks later,
and then
I'm
a period of time passes where you're like, well, now I can't say anything because now it's so late that it's embarrassing to acknowledge that it didn't respond to it because it's been like 8 weeks. Like, how do I explain someone took me 8 days to respond to them? I should just not even send this.
No, imagine that with video.
But I've decided, I know, right? That's Jesse's life with YouTube. But I've decided that late is better than ever. Mm-hmm. Every single time, even 4 weeks later, if I'm like, hey, you did this thing for me. That was really nice. Thank you. I've never had somebody say like, it only took you 4 weeks. And if they do say that, then it's a good like, okay, this person's shit. So I should just not talk to them anymore.
Yeah.
They're so excited to hear from you. They're like, is that Bronze messaging me?
No one has ever said that.
I do every time. Every time. I'm like, is that Bronze messaging me? And then I immediately tell all my friends. I'm like, oh my God, I hope she wrote this while hugging an elephant.
Jesse devotes an entire monitor of just the Twitter DMs between you two, just waiting to see the little dots show up.
Here.
Yes.
Right
someone is typing.
Yeah. He takes pictures and sends it to the rest of us in our group WhatsApp. Dots from Bronze. Dots from Bronze.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you think
Don't know answer.
Say?
Yo, that would be an amazing name for like a book.
Dots from Bronze.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
You don't think so?
The title of your memoir, Bronze.
Dots for Bronze is the craziest book title I've ever heard.
Dots
it
from,
is nonsensical. That
from
is,
Bronze.
there's nothing about that
titles.
book title that signifies what the fuck that book's about. Dots for Bronze.
That's what makes it so great.
Buy it.
I don't think we think people shop the way they think they shop.
That's how I shop. I see a book and I say, I don't understand what that means. I'm gonna buy
Yeah,
it.
I got it. It's
Dots from
oh my
Bronze
God.
is a book.
What is this? I'll take it.
Dots
That
from
actually
Bronze,
is kind of how I shop.
It's kind of like a Matt Damon poster where it's just Bronze's face, but obviously Bronze looks kind of like Steve's Jobs, where it's like, like desaturated.
But it's also
picture,
on
Mars,
and
like
it says, I'm going to have to science the shit out of this.
Yeah, and like half is orange and half is blue.
Yeah.
Super serious.
Dots from Bronze is one of those books like House of Leaves that like is all like out of order and like flipped upside down, and like if you read it front to back, then you can also turn the book 180 degrees and read it back to forward, and it makes sense, and it's stories in two different
Also, the bottom
ways.
corner is a flip book.
Yes. And the flip book is an important part of the story.
Huge.
And you get to like 2/3 of the way through the book, and you have to watch the flip book at that point in time in order to fully comprehend.
Yeah, if you watched it, if you like flip through earlier, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But when you get to that point in the book, you're like, oh my God, that was the key on the dresser that she left there for him.
Yep.
Oh my God. And the key is the number that, and they were the 3 dots because the combination had 3 numbers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone will be like, oh shit.
I was thinking it would just be a big book, and every single page there's like 3 dots, just in ellipses, for every single page until the very end, where it just says, "Hey, sorry it took me a while to get back to you."
Yo,
and then you have to buy the next book to like see what she's actually gonna say.
By the way, that's the rudest shit in the world. To anyone out there who like, I know this happens to people where you go to write a thing and then you realize like, I don't want to say all that, so you just say like, "Sup," right? It's rude as shit when it's like ... and it sits there for a long time,
dude. But
and then the response is like, okay. You're like,
okay,
what? Yeah. Oh,
okay,
it's the worst.
Have you guys seen the RPG?
I accidentally type stuff into like my message, or I'll like not mean to, but it'll just like type in, and then I'll open my text messages like days later, and I'll open a message, go message someone, and there's like ZF478 period ? And it's like says that I've been typing for as long as like that's been.
You've got a friend who's like, I hate this bitch.
Yeah, and the other person has sent 5 messages being like, "You gonna send it yet? Are we still talking? I didn't know you felt that way about me." God, I guess
anyone
this is over, huh?
Oh,
who's
no, I don't
still
do
friends
that.
with me and communicates with me is just like, you know what? I think she's fine. She'll get back. This makes sense. Like, it's okay.
Every message from Brit is a rare and precious treasure.
Have you seen that RPG?
Hold close.
There's like a silent role-playing game that I saw streamed over last weekend, and you play it completely through DMs. And it's like it's called like Sarah is Missing or something like that.
Oh, Alice is Missing.
Alice is Missing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I didn't know what we were talking.
You play it completely through DMs, and you have like a group DM and you have an individual DM with all the other players. And it's like I don't know, y'all. I watch it and the cast doesn't say a word. Like they streamed it, and it's just a completely silent like role playing game in which you DM each other and try to like play the game.
I guess it's not one of those fancy indie DM-less games, is it?
I hate you, and I think we should end this show.
That's the straw. Like, that's the thing. Jesse's just like, show's over, never gets to buy everyone.
This is the Fall Guys stream from now on. I'm so every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Fall Guys. The Fall Guys cycle. We're fine.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
We're gonna ride that hype train till the wheels fall off.
Right.
And it's a train, so the wheels are never gonna fall off.
But that track will break at some point, and we will go right off it. We'll go down with it. But by God, we're all gonna make that sweet, sweet Fall Guys money.
We have to play it. Sunfall Guys is too good.
Sunfall Guys is hilarious.
Yep.
I can't believe. Look, all I'm saying is I told them a year and a half ago it's gonna be the biggest thing on the internet, and they were like, I don't know, maybe. I was like,
that's nice.
Yeah, they were like, okay. Yeah, I was right once again.
Good game, obviously, really good game, but
not as good as Stephen Lumpkin's 1994 The Sunfall Cycle, starring Bridget
Kevin
Fonda.
Costner.
What?
Mike Myers. Dom
Jim Carrey.
DeLuise. And a young Laura Dern.
Yeah. What?
I love a young
I would
Laura.
watch that. I would watch that movie.
I would too.
Where do you even? Okay.
Yeah. It was a great film. It was wild. You know,
Okay.
This is a tribute to that film. If no one really knows, we made this. Steven and I, we were in Amsterdam and we watched the movie together and we were like, we should make a game based off of this cult classic, the Sunfall
I was
Cycle.
in I was in middle
Pastors
school.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Actually, elementary school, I think. I was like, hello, Jesse Cox.
Yeah.
Do you like dragons and ships? Because I like dragons and ships.
I think I was like 12 or 13 at the time. So yeah, I would have been like, come on, kid, let's go play dragons. And you
dressed,
were
as a lunch, dressed as a lunch lady.
I've got my sword.
Whoa, that was 17. Thank you very much.
I
I matured into that.
Apparently, so I went to middle school with this awesome dude who's still a friend of mine. And like my mom tells this story that I came home from school one day and I was like, Mom, I met this really cool guy. He draws really cool ships, like sailing ships. And that was like how I met my friend Nick. And
Aww.
like that's the story of how to make friends with people. Kids draw cool pictures of ships.
If I was a parent and my kid came home and said, Mom, I met this guy who makes really cool ships, I would be like, oh,
Get out of here.
we need to have a talk. Who is this person? He makes
really cool ships.
Why do you know a shipwright? We live in Kansas. There's no water source. What
He dropped really cool ships.
Listen, son. We need to talk about Ron Mayani and Harry Draco. It's
one day.
What is it? Is that your parenting?
We need to have a serious conversation about Raylos, son.
We do actually. We need to cut that out. We need to. It shouldn't be a relationship.
The best thing I'm gonna do for my hypothetical kid is convince them that the internet doesn't exist until they go to school, and it'll help them. It'll save them from so much heartache.
Oh, that poor kid is gonna be. They're gonna be like, so did you get your assignment off of FutureGoogle.com? And they'll be like, what? And all the kids will point and.
Is there a VHS tape for that?
I don't have to use this 20-year-old set of Encyclopedia Britannicas.
I'm actually surprised there hasn't been like a New York Times article like in the Sunday edition about a family who's like only raising this millennial couple's like only raising their kid on like 90s technology. Like how has that not been written?
So this is 100% totally a thing. It's absolutely an article in the New York Times.
Oh, okay,
it's about
great.
like how to raise your children without technology. And it's like, life is so hard these days as, you know, parents who want to raise their kids without technology. You know, like we have a 5-room penthouse in New York City and an upstate home that we vacation to see our parents. But because 2 of the penthouse rooms have computers, because you know, her dad is a stockbroker and her mom is, you know, I don't know, another stockbroker. You know, like it's just so hard raising children
to play role-playing games.
No, I don't know. Obviously, like my whole life is on the internet, so I don't hate the internet. But, dude, am I the only person that's like, it's stressful. We've commodified likability.
Yeah, you're the only person.
No, it's terrible. But
me and Jeff used to talk about it all the time where I was like, dude, you know how mean it is? Like, I couldn't imagine being 8 and having a number affiliated with how much people don't like me, right? Like follower counts and stuff. That stresses me out. And I'm a fucking adult, right? We've like quantified how likable you are. I don't think my 10-year-old brain could have handled that people didn't like me or that, you know, like, because I would have had a number associated with that.
Dude, I'm just going to talk to my kid about how fucking cool social media is. So they're like, social media is gross. Like,
that's reverse psychology.
Yes.
Old people use social media.
Us old people can be like, oh, I have 15,000 followers on Twitter. I have 21,000 followers on Twitter. How many followers do you have? And then our kids are going to be like,
I'm actually just going to be like, listen, media literacy is incredibly important. And all of what you're seeing here is either people trying to have friends or build business and make money. Like, you need to understand what's going on here. This is not a cat photo, okay? This is a cat photo posted to a cat food conglomerate's fucking Instagram account. And that cat doesn't even have a nice home. You need to understand
you're all
that.
So
there won't be a society in 35
years. And then that
years.
kid will be like, I don't even want to be on the internet. The kid will just fast forward to where we are. The kid will just be like, you know what? You're right, Mom. No thanks. The internet's fucking
You're all
crazy.
So wrong. You're so wrong. We don't even.
No, I know everything. I don't know what you're talking about. What I say is always right.
Kids are gonna be like, my mom still uses Twitter. I'm on Skump. And Skump's the website where you like.
You're a Scumper too.
Skump's the website where you can only
be on Skump, dude. What?
It's one word. You're allowed one word at a time, and that's how people communicate in the future. And so all the words are like
dag.
Dump on Skump.
Yeah. Dag yo.
Yes, you can't even yo. You can't even yo. It's just dag.
Not yo. That is rule number 1 on Skump.
Skump is gonna be the site, and we're gonna be like, kids these days. We told them not to use the internet, and they went ahead and they did it, and they made it worse. So we're going to get in one-word arguments on Skump, and we're going to be like, we tried to warn them. It's like drinking. We're like, kids, don't drink it. They're like, I'm going to do it earlier than you thought. Like, oh, yeah, it's over for us. They're going to do it worse and crazier, and its conversation is going to be like, zibbity-bop-bop, and we're going to be like, what the hell did you just say to me, young man? And be like, you heard me, Gramps. I'll be on Skump. And we're like, oh, damn kids. Yeah.
You logging onto Zoom in like 20 years, they're just going to be like, man, those kids. Remember, guys, back in 2020, we were talking about Skump. We really should have trademarked that.
Yo, Skump me. Let's get on Skump.
How are we?
Hey, no, like, don't text me. Just Skump me. Just Skump me, man. Just Skump me later. Yeah. Skump me.
Skump me later. That sounds so wrong.
Let me go to an AI generator for logos and see what they get for Skump.
Look.
I'm cool with these people. I've scumped all of them.
First Bitcoin secure, ICO enabled social network where you build one-to-one connections with brands and followers.
Yeah,
that's
you
what
give
it's all
scumps
about.
By scumping people. Everyone has to give each other scumps, and you earn scumps by scumping other people.
Yeah.
The Skump logos are so good. I can't even. I just went to an AI logo generator. They're so. One of them is literally a fart coming out of a box. And that's like perfect.
That sounds accurate.
You're literally streaming to hundreds of people. Why are you not showing this off? What the heck?
Oh my god. All right, hold on. Let me show you these Skump logos if I can do this properly. God. These are the Skump logos. We'll transition.
Oh, here you go.
So all right, we have Skump, that's a cactus.
Where's the fart one? Give me the fart one.
I like Skump, which is a robot doctor. The robot doctor Skump is very good.
I like the prickly cactus. I feel like
my favorite one is this fart out of a box.
Yes,
or this really gross.
You open the box.
Adobe brain file. Skump with these two aliens talk to.
Yo, that looks like Skumpin' though.
Yes,
that one right there.
Yeah,
that looks like
that's
Skumpin'.
it. That's the slogan. That's the logo. The two aliens.
They're Skumpin'. Yeah.
Hey guys, you Skumpin' later? Yeah, I'm Skumpin' later. What the hell is? What is this one?
The evil.
I don't even know what's going on with this.
It's evil between the parentheses.
That's fallopian tubes.
That's an ovary. Yeah, that's literally an ovary.
Incredibly yonic.
A lot of alien robot-based Skump.
What brand? Because what'd you put in here? Like Cyborg Future as
no,
like
I just wrote Skump. I just wrote Skump.
Oh, did you not give it like social media as the tag or anything? What the hell?
Listen, Steven said Yonic, and that's the most impactful thing I've heard all year.
Bronze will remember that.
I like this one. I like that it's like chewing a thing. It's like a text, but it's also like got some chaw.
Yeah, do that, Skump.
Yeah.
Why is Canada getting involved with Skump?
I mean, everyone's getting involved with Skump.
Is that Skump Canada branch?
But inside it looks like there's like tritons inside of there. It's like the
Game
underwater
development studios could begin to adopt Skump as their internal communications and like issue tracking software.
I love this one.
And then we could run scrums over Skump.
I love this Skump. I don't know what this means.
Even that joke is for 14 people, and I love it.
One with the mustache, Jesse.
Yes.
But it has to. Maybe in Skump, everyone gets those filters on their face, and they all have mustaches like that. That move.
Wow.
Why is there a sperm in that one?
They're all terrible.
Look.
These are
There's
all
like a
awful.
sperm going through a plus sign, and I'm so confused by
Oh
it.
my God, Elspeth just rated you, Jesse, and we're just
Sitting here talking about Skump.
Elspeth! Elspeth!
No.
I need your help, Elspeth! Sorry for the raid.
Sorry.
Don't say sorry for the Elspeth, we're making a new platform for kids, so we decided that in the future, children are going to not use Twitter because it's old and lame. They're going to use Skump, which is the new one-word website, and we're looking up AI-generated logos. So far, our favorite logo, and I want to see if you agree. You're still here.
And this is, to be honest, the entirety of what the Sunfall Cycle
This
is
is
all
our
about.
entire
I
show.
just imagining
Sunfall Cycle.
Skumping each other.
Sweet Elspeth
Skump each
being
other.
like, I'm gonna finish my stream now. It looks like Jesse's playing Sunfall Cycle and doing a cool
This is the Skump
I'm
logo
like,
we
that
think
Skump
we.
logo looks like a fart coming out of a man's mouth.
Oh, this one is the fart out of a box. It's logo text here, Skump. Right? But
The
imagine
fart
this
marks.
one.
Yeah, that's so good.
This one.
That
is-
one looks like skumping.
Yeah, it looks like skumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, scump me later. And there's like, we have a verb, a visualization of what that verb looks like, of skumping someone
Yeah,
on our new
scump.
social media website.
Yeah, people will be like, yo, you skumping later? And that's it's one word. Right?
Guys, this is how you build a business. It's just this easy.
This is now the Sunfall Cycle.
What I love is that she apologized for the raid. Like, she raided. It's almost like when you walk in on somebody doing something that's like questionable. And you're like, sorry, I did something nice and dropped in on you, but I wish I hadn't.
Like bringing all of her friends over to our house, and she opens the door, and we're just like sitting on the floor screaming about skumping. My friends are really cool. They play D&D. They're really fun.
Yeah. My favorite part is that she brought an audience with her to like check us out. We're like, all right, so there's this thing called Skump, and everyone's on it.
It's not a pyramid scheme. Come on.
Or a drug. It's not bad to be on Scump.
I like the very first thing is, so it's not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, that's the slogan. That's actually, it's the logo, and then underneath it says, it's not a pyramid scheme.
That is the slogan.
The fart coming out of a pyramid, an inverted pyramid.
Wow. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sunfall Cycle, where we definitely play Dungeons and Dragons. Do y'all remember what happened at the end of the last episode?
Yes.
I died.
When are we?
No,
when are
you
we
didn't
doing
die.
When are we making
No, I
mega
got
corporations? Because
exploded.
we're just doing that. We're just world building for the dystopian cyberpunk future
This
that
is
we're
a
going to
form
play
of
in.
role playing. We just made up an entire
Skump.
company.
We played the role of corporate executives determining the future of money that isn't ours. All right. Last time we went down into the pit to fight the version of me that is I'm going to say cooler, and then we all jumped down. Some of us landed better than others, and then I guess he took a pot shot at Aya.
Yes.
Yeah, backstabbed
And then was
me.
like, bye, bitch, and like jumped into the shadows. And I think that's where we left off.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is where we left off. Now, I will have to inform you that I, your illustrious DM, made an error last time.
Turns out,
Because
Why would
this
you ever
guy's
admit a
10
mistake?
times harder than you thought.
you're actually all already dead, because when he shoots someone, they explode and they kill everybody near them. No, the tunnel that descends from the chamber of Dahaka, the ritual chamber of Ozzy Dahaka, descends into Henderstench's lair, which
Oh, do we have
then
to go through-
connects over into
Right.
connects over into
the blacksmith
worship
pit
chamber
that went down into. It was the
Yep.
It
was the charnel house. The charnel house connects down into the chamber you're in.
I remember that now.
I'm gonna put you in the chamber that you're in, but be aware you can connect back up to Henderstench's lair, or you can pursue Sun deeper into.
Can I just tell you how cool? I know you're making a clarification for something, but like I want to let you know how cool that is. That you've created a world that is so well thought out that people watching at home can be like, actually, according to the map you've like visually given us numerous times, and you've explained to us like that's not how you would actually get there. I love that. I love that it's like, oh yeah,
you know
it's a real place.
What just happened was we were like, oh yeah, I know how to get to Sen's Fortress in Dark Souls. We ran all the way there and we're like, wait, no, this goes to the catacombs. I know that. And now we've backtracked.
Yep.
So I didn't die.
Actually, no, you're still super.
Nope.
Unfortunately, your death is permanent.
Nope.
I'm so sorry.
Nope.
Didn't happen.
Nope. Didn't happen. It never happened.
So here you stand in this makeshift worship hall. So down the center of this room, there flows this deep and cold river. And on one side, there's a broad, flat shelf of stone. And against the wall, there was this large coiled serpent statue. And in front of the statue, there's just some worshiper laid out, completely dead, blood spattered all over the statue and the floor. The four of you came down through this crevasse from up above and swung down over into this like ring of stalagmites in order to hide yourself a little bit. And sort of at the far end of the room, there's two things. One, there's this lava flow that's oozing out of a crack in the wall and pouring into the water. And there's just steam that's billowing up towards the ceiling. And two, the water rushes over a waterfall. And that is where Sun sort of like jumped backwards and swan dived off of the cliff after one-shotting Aya. So, what do you do now? How are you looking, Aya? What's your health at?
Well, now that I'm not dead, I don't know.
I boosted up Aya.
Yeah, it looks like you're back up to 30
at the end of the session.
Yeah.
Wait.
You did the Moonshard, and I did something too, I think. So
yeah, you did. We both did.
Yeah, let's see. So
I cast something.
Yeah, you cast Cure Wounds.
Yep.
Yeah,
for 2d8.
Yep.
Okay. So real quick for the positions on the map, we're on the other side of a river, right? Like the slain cultist people are on the other side of this river, right?
It's the same side of the river that you're on, actually.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
Do we want to? God. So the altar they were
Sorry,
at.
go check out those cultists. I'll protect people.
What?
And like I'm gonna like go up and like have like my shield, like I'm like an NPC character kind of, you know, I'm like just like looking for him if he tries to shoot through the waterfall or like up the cliff or something like that, like he didn't actually fall, expecting the rest of the group to kind of like do the
out in the open
Sherlock Holmes thing
with no defense.
There's no time. Go.
There's no time for. Oh my God, you're going to get me killed.
Stop
again.
dallying.
Oh God, I guess I'll do it.
So, Kairos, you're going over to look at the cultist.
No, I am because
Sark.
I'm a sucker.
I was ordering Sark to do it while I'm going to be kind of like protecting and making sure
you're on Overwatch.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want me to cast Pass Without Trace?
I'm gonna stealth. I'm gonna use my stealth abilities. Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and roll.
Don't worry about me.
You're pretty stealthy.
I'm pretty stealthy. Joink. Nope. Well, good night, everyone. Good night.
I like the idea that I whispered that to him. Was like, do you want me to cast Pass Without Trace? And you just walked away and you're like, nope, I'm pretty stealthy. Just like walked out like tripped over a rock.
Just like,
yeah.
Just run into a drum kit.
Stumble over buckets. Yeah.
Somehow, somewhere, like a horn is being blown. It's like not there. Like.
I've got it though, right?
Yeah, and like, Aya, what are you doing? Are you gonna help Sark? Are you gonna help me? Or
I'm having difficulty logging in Roll20. It just I'm on an endless loading screen. So I don't know why.
This. I've never seen you so sad.
I know. Because I've been trying to frantically troubleshoot it.
That's okay.
Oh God, what did I do?
We can just do it for you. It'll be great.
Are you cursed?
I don't know the tech gods, but I'm AdMech. They're supposed to be in my favor.
Sarek, you make your way across the room after tripping across the drum kit, stumbling into the bucket.
It worked.
And you make it over to this cultist. You recognize this cultist. You know, like I don't remember if I gave them a description last time, but it's a man with like shaggy, sandy blonde hair, wearing a rough brown robe, with like a necklace around their neck with a serpent's fang on it. And you recognize them because they are the ones that you saw here last time when you came down originally, and Dahaka murdered the shit out of them and then murdered the shit out of you.
Yeah, that checks out.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Come on, good time rolls. Good time, fun time. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like lying flat on the ground, and like one of their arms is stretched out, like, and their hand is like sort of scraped against the stone of the statue, and the other hand is underneath them. And it looks as though they're like protecting something and clutching it to their chest, but you can't see what it is because they're on top of it, whatever it might be.
Can I do a check to see if flipping them over will cause something bad to happen?
So the perception check gives you the information that would be relevant for that. Like, that's kind of like, is there a trap or whatever? And as far as looking at them, it doesn't look like there are any like tripwires or pressure plates or anything that they're like on or connected to or whatever. So just from like examining them visually, even from up close, you can't see anything that would indicate any particular danger from manipulating this body.
All right. I guess I want to flip the body over and see what they're holding.
Okay. You flip them over. They're clutching like a sheaf of parchment to their chest. It's crumpled as though like as they were dying, their hand sort of like clenched and crumpled this paper. And there's blood all over it, but you can make out a few letters.
And they say
SCUM.
Skump.
What is this Skump I keep hearing about?
I'm sorry, I'm derailing.
Do any of you know what Skump is?
The splotch spreads across the page. You can only make out 3 words: not, dead, and eternal.
I'm gonna take the page.
Clearly, this note doesn't apply to this guy.
I want to take the page and put it in my pocket for now.
Cool. Yeah. Meanwhile, nobody is getting murdered by arrows.
That's a positive.
Sarek is kind of a well-read person, and he also has a pretty good memory. And if you don't mind me, Jesse, is there any way that he maybe could have matched? Does the handwriting look relatively familiar based on all the other scripts and things?
Well, that's what I was
like.
Is
this like a letter from maybe someone we would have known? Or
I was gonna take it so like after we hunt down us, we as a group can like.
Maybe it's not the right time to give a full examination of it.
I just don't know what we're supposed to do with it at the moment because there's a dude here that can like one-shot us.
Well, the point is that I'm watching out for one-shot McGee while you have a chance to like look this out.
Okay, sure. I mean, do I recognize anything in it that is familiar besides, the person kind of look familiar? Is the handwriting familiar in any way? Does it look like, any like the patrician or like anyone that we've seen, any of the weird mages? Or the king.
Is it using the slightly glittery ink that is commonly used by like the Knights of Astafan, or is it is it the script written with the left hand and we know that every mage is left-handed? Really? Like, is there or no?
Do the knights really use roller gel pens or?
No, it's more like
I could not remember the name of them, but that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Ooh, I could see it.
Sarek, give me an investigation check. Actually, hang on. To do this check would actually take quite a bit of time. It would take you a turn. And you could definitely, like, you could set up Overwatch, you could set people on guard, like, you could take the time if you want to. But yes, it will take a moment to like cross-reference this letter with the other ones that you've gotten and like examine the curls and flips and the angle of the pen on the paper and things like that.
Should we
so
take the chance?
Okay.
We could take the chance, but let's use this time so everyone else can do something too while in these 10 minutes. Like I don't think
I could work on this puzzle box.
Oh, okay. I forgot that's a thing. Sorry for I feel like I'm team captaining today. But,
no, I love this.
I can Overwatch.
Great.
Thank you.
I can Overwatch. This tunnel extends in both directions, right?
Yes.
So maybe maybe Inkara could maybe check the other side, maybe see a little bit where it kind of goes in the time to get an idea, and while I kind of watch out for Asher, and then I don't know, Sark just continues to analyze the paper.
I'll do that.
Aya works on puzzle box.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, so Kairos, you're like guarding.
Yeah.
And Kara, you're investigating. Are you investigating the waterfall down where Sund went, or are you investigating back up the other way?
Probably the way that he went, I would assume.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so Kairos, give me a perception check. And then Kara, also give me a perception check.
Okay. I was kind of thinking it was in my head
you think I go the
you were
other
going
way?
the other way because I'm kind of watching where Asher was coming. Unless we want to switch.
Okay, no, well, I only said that because I was thinking you were. I'm going the opposite way of Kairos. We're playing coverage, like whatever direction that is. I'm looking over there.
In Kara, I have difficulty seeing through the mist from the waterfall. Perhaps you should watch over this way, and I'll go the other way.
I can do that.
So,
sorry
to change it up on you, Steven.
Getting full coverage.
Okay, cool.
Perception, you said?
Perception
checks Kara
is
right. And Kara's going and looking over the waterfall. Perception for me, standard. Even though it's I have dark vision, so I'm not sure if I get disadvantage for low light.
No.
And vice versa.
Okay. You see dark vision
everything
makes low light appear as normal. Okay. All right, so hang on. And Kara, were you looking over the waterfall where Sund went and Kairos looking back the other way?
Yes.
Okay. So, and Kara, the waterfall sort of falls into the distance, into the depths. You can't see too much, but you can see that there are a number of passageways that branch off from this. It looks as though, like, at various times, water has rushed through here and just carved, like, different tunnels through the rock. There's nothing that you can see that indicates which direction Sund might have departed. Kairos, you're looking sort of up where the river is flowing from, right?
My brain is a mad. Sorry, that was rude. I shouldn't have done
that. Kairos, you're looking up the river where the water is flowing from. One, you notice that down at this end of the river where you're looking, there's more sort of like black crud in the water that you remember having seen from when you were down here last time. It looks like runoff from something. And then also you hear this really faint sound. Very, very, very hard to hear over the rushing of the water. It sounds like
Is that a whistle I hear?
A reaver.
Strange.
Keep an eye out. I won't pursue because I'm kind of like watching for the group. But as soon as we can regroup, I'll pass it on.
Yep.
You know what you are right now, though, right? You're the guard. That's like must be the wind.
Must be the wind.
You're gonna die now. Because you perceived something. Because you're like, I'm sure it's not. They're gonna get you now.
Well,
it's okay.
All right, Aya, go ahead and roll an intelligence check to see if you can open this puzzle box.
All right. Just like a saving throw?
Yeah, let me look at your character sheet, see if there's like something that would be better.
Oh, also the thing I was gonna say is this reminds me of the scene with like Faramir and Golem from Lord of the Rings, where it's like all waterfally and we've like set up camp in there.
Yeah, totally.
And down below, Aya's beating a fish to death. Like, fishies, fishies. Yeah, I see that. I see that.
And up top, and Kara's got the bow drawn, like, say the word and I'll kill her.
Yeah, I mean, I think an intelligence saving throw or an investigation check would be totally acceptable.
Okay. They're both the same for me, so I'll just go investigation.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's good. You look at the way that this thing is slotted together. You pull something out and push something else in and slide 2 pieces in counter directions. And then, ta-da, the last few pieces of this puzzle box fall open. And inside is an incredibly intricately wrought cube in onyx and silver. And it, like, when you touch it, your fingers tingle, as they often do when you touch an incredibly magical artifact.
Ooh. It would take me another turn to identify. I do have the identify ability, but we would have to take another rest.
It would.
Yeah.
Now, Sarek, what were you doing while this was going on?
I'm trying to determine what the deal is with this parchment. If I recognize the handwriting, if it,
Go ahead and give me an investigation check, Sarek.
I will.
Nice. 19. Very nice. Yeah, so you pull out a couple of pieces of parchment that you've gathered from your journeys, and you're leafing through them, and 2 things stand out. One, at the bottom of this blood-soaked page that this cultist is clutched to their chest. There's just blood all over it. It's really hard to read, but you can see that the first letter of the first name of the signatory of this parchment starts with S. You leaf through a number of your collected parchments, and you find a letter that was addressed to Hadrax.
You making me? I gotta go back and
And it was signed by a person named Suen.
Is the S like a cool S?
With the 3 lines on top of the 3 lines, and then no.
Okay.
But the handwriting is slanted in exactly the same way. And when you look at it, the D in let's see.
Wait a second.
Yeah, the D in dead is the exact same as the D in ground, as in our spies tell us much about the goings-on above ground.
Interesting. So can I make the deduction that obviously Suen is the person who wrote this letter?
That's what it seems like.
And it was given to these cultists who are here.
No, Oh.
I'm trying to figure out if this is something that happened before or after this letter was written to Hadrax, right? Because she's saying like, yo, this dude down below, which by the way, she's totally right. This dude down below is like killing people and picking us off one by one. So does that mean that Suen escaped and wrote this letter? Or is this letter written before and then they were like, well, we still got to go back down there like some people, some foolish heroes who...
So you're trying to figure out whether the letter to Hadrax is older than this letter and this letter is more recent, or vice versa?
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible, but it would be interesting to know.
You rolled a 19. That's really quite strong. So I think that you've had the letter to Hadrax in your possession for a while, and as a consequence, like the time that it has spent with you means that it's just like rougher around the edges, right? It's a little bit folded, a little bit creased. There's like dirt smeared across it, like things like that. The letter that this person had clutched to them, even though they bled all over it, is written on crisp, fresh parchment. By what evidence you have, it looks as though the letter you just recovered was written much more recently than the letter to Hadrex was written.
Okay. So, the first part of this letter to Hadrex then, because this is older, the first part's like, hey, there are these Astvan's beloved, they're moving around. I'm going to drop down all the different names of them and what they do. Then, the second part is like, yo, you're loyal to the King's Admiral, but hey, call this off, though, dog. I guess my question is how this relates to this down here. I mean, right now I don't know that we can find an answer, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the piece of paper so we have, maybe we can at some point be like, hey, Moon Lady, can you unblood this? There's got to be a way. Got to be a way. Moontide, I think,
Control Z.
Yeah, right? Something like that. I'll take the letter and hold on to it just to make sure, because obviously this first letter from Suen's like, don't go down there, watch out, this is bad, maybe we could talk to the king maybe, and then this is now, I guess they did, ? I don't know, we'll find out.
Totally. All right, awesome. Make sure that you write down that you have a trivial item. It doesn't cost any space in your inventory, but just mark it down. You have a blood-soaked letter. Not dead, eternal.
That won't be weird. I won't 4 episodes from now be like, I have something called Not Dead Eternal Letter? What is this?
What's going to happen?
For our own notes real quick, this was off a cultist to Dahaka. We know the cultist was a acolyte of Dahaka, right?
Yep, they've even got this necklace around their neck that has this fang of Dahaka on it. Yep.
Okay, good. Okay. Making sure.
All right, I mean that's all I can do, I guess.
That's all we can do for now in general.
While I'm over here, if we're taking this time, is there anything else of note on the statue, the altar?
No, nothing else that you've seen.
Then I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, the 10 minutes pass. I'm going to mark down one of our turns on our clock. -1. You all get back together. Kairos is able to inform you of the strange wind that he heard and then promptly ignored.
I heard some weird whistling coming from up there, as well as there's some black goop.
Whistling? Like whistling from a tea kettle, or did it have a tune?
No, it was definitely more tea kettle. It was at the very top of my hearing, though. I know. No sign of any companions or anything from our quarry. Speaking of which, Ankara, any signs?
Steven, how can I go a little bit further? I mean, how far away am I from everyone?
So as far
I guess
as
I'm looking over.
Yeah, you were going to the edge of the waterfall, and there's rocks sticking out and whatever. You can get your balance and peer down over. And I thought that was as far as you wanted to go observe, so that was all the information I gave you. If you wanted to, you could fasten a rope and try to climb down, or
here's the thing, I can be a bird now, because
you can be a bird and fly down.
I'm level 8, so amazing. I guess if the 10 minutes is up, I don't want to waste our time by scouting down there for nothing.
If you want to say that you had turned into a bird and flown down a little bit to try to understand.
Yeah, I want to take a little, just go check it out a little more.
Cool. What form are you transforming into?
Ooh, what kind of bird do I want to be?
You should be something small and sneaky, like a bee. Can you do a bee?
Bat?
Could be a bee or a bat. A bat might be good, because if you can hear something, I do want to be
sonar.
A bat.
Oh yeah, you do.
Sonar, echolocation. Yeah. I turn into a bat and fly down this waterfall.
Awesome.
Yes.
So you turn into a bat, and immediately behind you, you hear this click, aha, as Aya unlocks the lockbox. So you fly down, and you're searching for where Sund might have gone. Is that the plan?
Yeah, I'm trying to search for like any sign of Sund, or if there's anyone else around there. Just kind of like trying to find Sund and also secure our safety.
Yeah. So let's see. I had you roll perception from the top.
Sounds like survival.
Yeah, that sounds like survival. Give me a survival roll with advantage because you're using echolocation in a dark place.
Animorphs for the win.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's double check. Let's see. Roll 2d6. Okay, cool. And then roll another 2d6. Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I like this or not.
I always feel like I've gone to some like psychic who's like reading my tea leaves. And I'm like, am I gonna die tomorrow or like 100? Like, tell me. Like,
He's rolling. Exactly what it's like. You rolled 2d6 to determine the thousands of damage you just took. From one shot.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good.
Fortune roll.
You flap around in the darkness as all of this mist is misting past you from the waterfall. The waterfall plummets into the depths and then like rushes into, like an underground cavern or an underground river, right? There's like no air down there. So you choose to like scout out some of these side passages, and you find one that leads towards what looks like a long cavern. And the sound is bouncing back. So we get that like that Daredevil vision, where it's like, sort of a wave sort of echoes across, and then you get to see this lit up. It's a long cavern with stalagmites and stalactites all over it. And there are bioluminescent patches sort of clustered on all of these stalagmites and stalactites that actually provide light in here. And for some reason, you hear like the footfall of the specific kind of soft-soled shoes that Sund was wearing. And the only reason you're able to isolate this sound from all of the other sounds that are going on around you is because you're in your bat form. And this here is where you think Sund has gone.
All right.
You, incidentally, in bat form, you hear nothing else in this room at all. It sounds completely devoid of life or presences other than like the one occasional scuff of like someone shifting their stance.
Okay.
Maybe he got that high stealth. Look, I know what it's like. It's
I'm gonna be as quiet, nonchalantly like a bat as I can, just like fly back up to where everyone is, and I guess go to Aya, since you can talk to me with telepathy, and basically be like, I think I found him. He's down there.
Yeah, I'll like really quietly relay this information to the rest of the group and be like, "Hey guys," because I don't know if he can hear us.
Yeah,
and be like, I'll do it psychically. Actually, I'll use telepathic contact and just let y'all know, like,
Ah!
I'll be like, shh, telepathically. Guys, Ankara found Sund. I don't know why I'm whispering, because this is telepathic, but still, Ankara found Sund down there. She can hear his footsteps. She knows where he's at, because she's a bat right now.
When she says that, I just like open my wings as wide as I can.
Bat! Like what we do in the shadows. Bat!
Bat! Yeah.
That's a thing. We could go after him. Maybe get the jump on him.
Then,
I mean, how do we do that exactly though?
Does it work both ways, or can you? I'm like
I'm like looking at Io. I'm doing this. Can you understand what I'm? No. No.
It doesn't work like that. Only she can talk to us. You have to have the same power, which you don't.
The reverb is clearly an internal monologue, Sarek.
Actually, I can communicate. It says I can communicate telepathically. I think that means a two-way contact. Yeah.
You would just look like you would have thought, and so I thought you were trying to respond
because I'm doing this?
Yes, it's very weird. I was like, you can't do that. She doesn't hear you. Shh, you have to be quiet.
Yes,
some guys are trying to kill us.
No, I can't. I can hear you guys.
Wait, you can hear us? Oh, because we're talking out loud, right? Hello, Aya.
I'm sorry, I thought I had push to talk on my mind on.
If you think it and you push, then I can hear that too.
I don't think that's how it works, though.
It is. You have to just focus.
Have you been listening to my thoughts this entire time?
No, I mean I can, but I don't do it all the time.
I go, that! We're gonna lose him. Okay.
You just hear like a squeak.
We gotta go. Yeah.
I wonder if there's something to you going down there and reading his thoughts, and we use that as strategy.
Yes, I could do that. Okay. Smart. And I'll creep with her to like a safe distance. Where I hope that the sounds of the waterfall will cover my approach. And I'm going to use one of my precious 2 spell slots to detect thoughts.
Before you do that,
this
is like there's over a waterfall, down a significant ways, and then like
I guess I flew down there.
Yeah, this water slicked, tunnel in the rock towards this chamber. So
you're correct.
Some climb checks from you first.
Okay. Or I squirrel suit down because I still have it.
Amazing.
This is going to end so bad.
Taking a bag slot.
I mean, you guys discussed this is a jump off strategy idea. Like, if you guys have other ideas, like
this is so bad. This is
what if you all went ahead? What if I counted maybe 5-10 minutes and then followed up after? Perhaps in my armor, it will sound like I'm leading the thing, and they won't expect you all to be already on him.
Or we could already all be dead. Very quietly dead.
What? Or not.
Or yes, it's happened to me before.
I mean, I can ask Aya too. Like, do you want me to just fly down there and pretend to be a bat and try to assassinate?
Assassinate him as a bat?
No, I would turn into myself like right before I assassinate him, or I'd go into the cave and I'd like suddenly turn into it.
Can you turn into the things that we fought in the caves when we were escaping the caves? The dark mantle things that take over someone's head, like the head crab.
Oh yeah.
Don't think so.
No, I think
are
turn into one of those
challenge rating.
Okay, I was like, you can turn into one and try to suffocate him. That'd be pretty funny. Okay.
We should be careful. Because I feel like he's setting it up like we go to him, which is like his battleground,
All right. So what if Kairos stands up here? Kairos, just lower me. Like, with the rope, you're strong.
Do we have any explosives we could just like throw into the cave and blow him up with?
It's gonna like bomb him out of the caves.
What materials might we have to create maybe some type of improvised explosive device IED,
or something to distract him, or like
nothing? We have nothing like that. What the hell? Who do you think we are?
Takes a level 3 spell amount of concentration, some bat guano.
Thank God I brought all this fertilizer with me. I wondered why I was carrying it around, and now I know.
And then I can construct. I mean, we have the puzzle box tube. I could try to put that back together so we have something. And then we know it comes apart because it's a puzzle box. It could explode. Anyways, maybe you should just lower me down there, Kairos. And and if something goes wrong, I'll have Ankara with me, and we'll holler once like a barn owl, twice like a bat.
What if we went down there and I cast all my snake babies and sent them all over the place? And
that's the real.
And then he like doesn't know where to shoot his one arrow, and then we fucking get him.
Yeah, what a little bitch! One arrow. We'll get him.
That could be a thing.
We'll get him.
Well, yeah. You just can't shoot multiple things at a time. His whole thing is that he's like really good at killing us.
I actually love that idea. I love the idea of sending the snakes out to like, hey, snakes, go snake them. And a wave of snakes. I love this idea, actually.
But we have to act quickly because they're like 11 HP or something. They die really, like if he hits them, they will die. Like
that's fine though, because it's like like its own form of echolocation, right? Because they're the ones that don't come back. That's why you know where he is.
The canary. We're forgetting that he has a AOE.
Yeah, but the snakes aren't going to all be around him.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we do know that we can't cluster up. He's got acid bombs. Steven was really nice and gave us the Prima guide for this.
Well, that's what I was thinking. They're all spread out, and he's like,
I has low wisdom, so she wouldn't mention that. But Bronze is gonna say we should maybe not fight him in a tunnel. Because this is like peak Steven chicanery to have us fight him in a tunnel thinking, oh, it's all of us versus one of you. And he's going to acid bombs. We're all going to die.
Well, the number one thing. Okay, hold on.
Look at his face. Look at his face right now.
All right. Tactically, that is true. Also, the number one thing we could do is get him to stop fucking running away.
Can we lure him out?
Cut off his escape.
There are some things we can do. There's a cantrip that slows people.
Mm-hmm.
There's like literally the slow spell. I think it's like frostbite, and I think Ankara, you have that.
I have frostbite. Or no,
you both have frostbite.
Never mind. I have frosty touch, I think, or chill touch.
Chill touch, which is not frostbite. A touch.
I have both.
Okay. Oh, we have both. Okay.
I have both.
Trying to frostbite him to slow him down would be pretty useful, I think. Or I mean, even better, like a wall of stone to like make him not move or something like that, right? Like,
do we have any walls of fire or anything we can stick? We could like
it would light up the
you can run through a wall of fire.
Yeah,
like,
that's
really,
the only problem with that.
I'd rather not do damage, but literally stop him from moving. I mean,
well,
even
I can do that with tentacles.
An illusion spell could work. Yeah, that's
can't
true.
we like put him in the
tentacles behind him?
Grab him.
Like, yeah, basically, I'm trying to box
Cut
them
off
in,
his
right?
escape.
Like we're
playing,
also boxing
like, ourselves in. You know, so that's something.
Yeah, it's true. We're trapping him, but basically, if we can pursue him to a spot where we can finally cast a spell to stop him from running away.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. And then he just kills us all.
Yeah,
he might get one of us, but he's not going to get all of us. Just like the classic intro to every single Riddick video.
That is, yeah, that is.
You know what I mean?
That is every movie ever where we're the villains. Like, don't worry, he won't get all of us.
The main character.
Hey, listen, Batman's only one guy. There's 5 of us.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
There's
the
no way.
The retort to that is always, yeah, maybe, but I'll get you first.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to be the one where he's like, I'd like you so I kill you
Bat
last.
suit. Ooh,
yeah.
How hard can it be? We got
Don't
this.
worry. I can't wait to get my hands on that bat freak. Let's go get him. There's always that guy.
Really good.
Yeah.
This guy dresses up like a bat and runs around at night. How mentally stable do you think he is?
Yeah, there's always the guy with the bat and the guy that has like the tire wrench. And like there's always the guy who and then there's the one dude who has a gun but he's never going to use it.
No, he's going to hold it up like this all the time and be like, come on,
guys. He's going to point it at you for like 8 seconds while the Y button flashes above his head.
Yeah, and then at the very end he shoots Batman and Batman just like looks at the bullet and then looks up at him. As the bullet like pa-chink and falls out of the armor, and he's like, "Oh, what are you? What are you?" And then Batman hangs him upside down.
I'm glad that you 4 have successfully cast yourselves as villains.
We're totally screwed. This is
in a
bad
battle
news.
against Batman.
Well, okay, wait. Here's the thing. So, what does he need? He likes darkness and be able to hide from things. So if we can basically make it so that he can't move around easily and we can see him, right? These are the things we're trying to do to make it easier to kill him.
Can you theoretically cast light on an object?
Well, I was thinking I could cast like fairy fire on him and stuff. Then he can't like hide behind anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know if like fairy fire is better or if just like us having light in there is better. I don't know, guys.
What if we put a tracker on him, fairy fire him, block off his escape with some tentacles, and we
have to attack him like Superman. We have to go after what he cares about.
I keep trying to find like something we can use. I just don't.
The only problem with fairy fire is that it requires concentration. So I just can't like be casting any of my other, which is a lot of my good spells. Like I can't cast any concentration spells while fairy fire is running.
Are the snakes concentration?
Okay. What if
basically all of my spells are concentrated?
Set up on either side of him. That way he can't hit us all with acid.
Right.
only half of us at a time.
Yeah.
I won't be hopefully
I can
near
use
him.
my Raven cloak to get on the other side of him.
The problem is light requires a touch to do it, and the hostile creature has a dexterity save. But theoretically, you could hit their clothing, and then all of a sudden they're lit, and it's not even a concentration spell.
But he also is, if he's dexterity,
they get
it's gonna
marker
have
lighted
good
for the
rolls.
rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then get out of it.
And then.
What else can we do? I mean, I haven't.
I wish I saw his item. We could.
He has
does
to roll
anyone
for
have,
that so he could get out of it.
Wait. What if
does
we?
Aya, do you have find item?
No.
Or like locate object. You could track him. Like.
I have. No. I can do locate object.
If you have locate object, and I think if you've seen his weapon, you can track his weapon, and then all of a sudden we're playing Alien, and we got the little like bleeps.
I just rewatched that movie. It's really good. We could do that. It's up to you guys. Do you want me to be the tracker?
We could lure him into this sort of waterfall area and cut off his escape back into the tunnel, right? And we could lure him out because we have information that he doesn't know we have, which is we know exactly what his friends look like and act like. Right?
Oh, can we taunt and say that we killed the bear?
That's what I'm saying. Like we could say, or we could be like, there's an emergency.
Let's be like, hold on.
Dead.
Boop, boop, boop. Hey, bear
yeah, there's no
friend,
way for
alive?
him to verify, right?
I don't know. Steven gave us a look that was like, hold on, they have little in-ear Bluetooths.
And we could have Kara turn into a bear and like play dead, and we could pretend that it's the bear corpse and be like, I don't know, this is very complicated. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay,
I had a phone
know,
call with the bear
theory
once,
crafting.
and it went great.
We're theory crafting too much now, but
We've
I
already
like
done
it.
this.
We've already done
I think we're
this.
good,
I had a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
I think we should track him down, but as soon as we see him either getting light on him or getting him to stop running away from us is like the number one thing. I like the idea of trying to parlay him. If anything, maybe parlaying means he stops running as well.
I can't believe this is your strategy. We got down here and he was like, arrow. When I got down here before, he was like stabbed to death.
You have a patrician staff. We could convince him that we're from who's his leader? Like the ritual's been disrupted. Get your ass out here. Like we need you to go kill these adventurers.
No, hold on.
Oh God!
Here's something that
I'm
getting a little bit confused about. Actually, like in character knowledge versus our knowledge, and like does Sark actually know if this is like shadow him?
I mean, so all of you had the experience of witnessing the actions that these other 4 characters took in the past.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
And then we got all the notes and all the hints about it. I figure in game our characters would like have a clue.
Your characters have this sense of affinity with the characters that you inhabited in the past.
Is there a way that Aya could like rig their detect thoughts to like go on Sarek and like reverse engineer where Sund is going?
That's too dangerous.
Like,
we have to reverse the polarity.
Is that like too many inceptions deep? You know what I mean? Like the subconscious where you are. Maybe
that's
gonna be like so. You want me to enter Sarek's mind?
Yeah.
I've watched their Sam Sing movie.
That's pretty cool, but it would require some pretty high rolls from both Sarek and Aya. But I would let it happen.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Go inside. That's not my idea then, right? Because Kairos wouldn't know how to do that shit. That would be like your ideas. Sorry.
Hey.
We could, right? Like, okay, so we could stumble upon this idea conceively,
totally.
Just through talking about the fact that we are them, right? Like, because I'm over here thinking I could probably pretend to be what's her face, the one with the blood raven,
Melkart.
I could try to do a Melkart impression. Granted, impressions are more Sarek's thing. But
no, your whole thing was like, I dress up and I do voices and things. That's what was a you thing.
I mean, yeah.
I do a Sarek
That was at the start of the
Look
game.
at Marshmallow, though. Marshmallow ruined the whole thing. How am I going to pass off that this is a blood raven? Look at him.
I'm pretty.
I'm a blood raven.
It's like a negative to all my deception checks.
Blood raven.
Blood raven.
Stop.
So yeah, totally. So like, you know, y'all have been inside their brains. You know how they think. Like, you feel a certain affinity with each of them. Like, this tracks. It's just challenging.
What? Okay.
So,
what if,
well, that's an option if we wanted to do it.
Steven, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
When I was down there, like, did my sonar just tell me that he was hiding somewhere in the cave, and basically that the cave just went on and on, or did I detect any kind of back of the cave?
So you got to a chamber, and the chamber had an exit. So like, you came in from one side, there was an exit out the other side, but it's not that you echolocated him. You didn't lay blind sight eyes on him.
Yeah.
But you heard the sound of the scuff of a shoe that sounded like the kind of shoe that he wore. And you heard nothing else in that chamber or from further down that branch. So like, that's you're sort of deducing his presence.
Just like, he's down there. I don't know what's. Okay, cool.
You don't know exactly where he is, but you think that that's where he went.
And that's all I know. Okay, got it.
Even in the Shadowverse version wears Yeezys. Sorry. That's why you know.
What if like, because I was him and he was kind of me, if you like brain hack me and deep dive into my cerebral cortex, perhaps I will connect to him and we will be as one, but you will see the one that we are.
What do you guys?
Aya launches a tentacle immediately into your forehead and it looks disgusting as it roots around.
Brett, what were you about to ask?
Oh no, it's okay. Go ahead, guys.
It just goes up your nose.
Since this is like a willing thing, do I have to bother with Well,
it's probably not the saving throw that you have to do because he's gonna willingly fail it. But the problem is like you're gonna have to like go like 3 inceptions deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So
you're on the beach.
The way this is gonna work is that Sarek is gonna have to think about the kinds of strategies that he would employ if he were sunned.
Yeah.
And then Aya is going to have to read those thoughts and reconstruct them into an interpretation of Sarek's thoughts.
All right.
So like,
so
Sarek, abstraction, but you can do it.
Here's the thing.
Steven prepped an inception level map already for us to go through because he anticipated this.
I need you to stop thinking. Because this is buried in what is called your subconscious.
It's already done. I've already stopped.
No, because right now it's just Sarek, and I need that I got to peel
what it is all the time, though.
Several onion layers away to get at the valuable part of this.
Are you familiar with the scholar Carl Jung?
No, I don't know. I don't. Sounds like a child. All right, what?
All right.
What is?
I'm going to do the chiropractor thing where I tell you to tap your toes so I can distract you from how unpleasant this is about to be.
Them.
Okay, tapped. Boom. And then I cast it.
Awesome. Aya, you open your eye.
What am I going to see?
Sorry, have you ever had a slug in your nose? Because that's what it feels like.
Here's the thing. I have once. It was pretty nasty. But it wasn't a slug. It was a slime. And it wasn't just in my nose. It was in all of me. So that
you open your eyes and you're standing perched on top of a rushing waterfall in the pitch black darkness.
So I'm looking through Sarek's eyes.
Yes. Sarek.
Sorry.
Let me look at your character sheet. I need like a tactics roll or something.
Sure.
This is definitely wisdom based, right?
Yeah,
like totally like insight.
I'm thinking
it's
insight.
Not necessarily
basically.
Insight, but I mean, I guess if there was like an instinct driven what's going on, I guess it is insight. Is this like a wisdom saving throw?
No. Okay, so here's what I need from you, Sarek. Sarek, I need a stealth roll.
Okay. Just straight
hide
stealth?
from yourself?
So Sarek is trying to determine, like, what's happening here is Sarek is picturing this environment and trying to determine where he would hide if he were Sun. That's the stealth roll.
Flawless.
And then Aya is going to do some insight to detect whether or not she can, like, interpret this.
While they're doing that, I'm showing Kairos. I have a little stick in my little bat claws, and I'm like drawing on the ground, basically trying to pitch also an idea where, like, we all go in and we go down the wrong branch that we know is intentionally incorrect because we know he'll probably stalk us, and then have like Sarek or someone hide behind a rock and like stealth mode and wait for him to like ambush him while we make a lot of noise going in the wrong direction. And I'm just like pointing this out with a little stick on the ground.
All right.
If this guy's going to act, I mean, if Sund acts anything at all like Sarek, he would be unable to resist an easy ambush. This is brilliant.
Aya. You look at the environment around you and you see sort of like a pulsing glow of energy emerge from one of the tunnels down below. And immediately in your hands, there's this golden rope that's tied to a rock behind you, and it descends down. And it's also tied to that very tunnel, making it very easy for you to shimmy hand over hand down towards that area.
Okay.
Give me a climb check, Aya.
Oh, goodness.
That would be athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah. Fortunately, like with the help of this rope, you don't fall. I think there's like a moment where like your hand slips and you're like dangling upside down, looking down into the depths as this water rushes past you, but you manage to grab back onto the rope and climb down to this tunnel. Now there are all these bioluminescent patches all over the place. And now like you're seeing Sarek's interpretations of this environment and like where he might hide. And there's like, there's like all of the corners are fairly darkened, and there's like a couple of stalagmites without any bioluminescent patches on them. And, there's like a couple of other hidey holes that maybe he could use. Give me an insight check.
Oh God, I'm not good at that.
But you don't have inspiration, do you?
I'm going to give you advantage on this because you are using detect thoughts. So like,
okay.
Yeah.
Sarek has a small brain.
I'm going to need it.
Nice. Yeah, totally. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so you look around the room. The corners, pitch black, too obvious. Sarek would never choose to hide there because it'd be the first place anybody would look. However, these columns without the bioluminescent moss on them, pretty good candidate.
Okay.
All of a sudden, from out behind one of those very columns, a man, the spitting image of Sarek, steps and draws his bow, aiming at you. What do you do?
You've never seen a more attractive specimen. Can that be included, please? I didn't hear a no.
Silence.
I didn't hear a no.
He's been trained to defend his mind against invasion, just like Cillian Murphy.
Well, you have
He's
to
gonna
trick
kill
him.
you and get you out of his head.
No, you have to trick him.
quickly.
You have to trick him, and
No, I'm pretty sure
we have to do the sexy lady scam. No, we have to do the
I was
sexy
asking
lady
you,
scam.
Aya.
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, I thought it was Sarek has to act. Okay, so he points his bow at me.
Yes. He fires a crossbow bolt. It snaps against the stone immediately to the right of your head. What do you do?
I
convince him that you're his mind police. That you're there to help him from hackers.
This is what I will do. I'm going to use the information Leander gave and my flashback gave me about Melkart to try to convince him that I'm sending him a message and be like, we have a problem. Ursa's dead.
Give me
that away.
A deception roll.
Oh, finally something I'm good at.
Yo! Wow.
That's a natural 20.
That's a great roll.
Yeah, I can't believe I got a nat 20.
Sund drops his arm. His face changes. He steps 2 steps closer towards you, looks down, looks back up into your face and says, You lie. And then he shoots you in the head. You wake up.
You're dead now.
Your tentacle slowly extracts itself from Sarek's nose.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
And that's the information that you got.
Did you put that tentacle up my nose for no reason, or was it worth it?
Well, I know where he is. We got to move fast. I also think I got him to be emotional.
Well, that's very me. I'm an emotional being.
I told him Ursa was dead, and he was like, which means we know how to get underneath his skin.
Yes, but is that like a good thing or a blood rage thing in which he does 10 times the damage?
Well, that, or they can track each other. Either he knows I was lying, or the idea of Ursa being dead upset him. One of the two.
I told him Games Workshop is letting them have female space marines, and he freaked out.
No!
You lie!
He just said you lie. He shot me right in the face. He just couldn't handle it.
Mm-hmm. The idea was just unconscionable.
He's just another toxic male gamer. I don't know what else to tell you guys.
What? Sarek would never be that. Ever. I just don't know why I get less views when there's this. It just doesn't make any sense. Do I have to show off more of my cleavage? I don't get it. I don't understand. I wrote 4 forum posts on it and nobody responds.
God damn it. But I think
They don't even have any talent. I don't get it.
He's hiding behind one of the pillars.
I think that here's my biggest worry. It isn't the engaging of him, it's the getting to him. I don't know that step. Like the getting, like once we're there, I say we snake the shit out of this dude and we block his, like there's a million things you can do. I'm worried about like the process of getting down the falls. I have a potion of fly in my bag.
Can you hold on? Actually, mechanically, can you move through an enemy's square?
No.
So then we make a wall of snakes behind him so we can't move, like 2 snakes deep, so we can't attack through it either. And we just use that as a way because then he can't go. That's teasing the game. But whatever we do, we should do it like simultaneously, right?
Sure.
Like fairy fire on him, like sneak attack on him, like everything. Like
well, wait.
Wall behind him.
I bet you he knew I was in there. Like he felt me in his head, right? What if we like used that to throw him off his A game? What if I made like a minor illusion of like bear dying sounds?
What if he knows that we know?
Mind freak.
Wait, question. Your deception, what did that roll against, Steven? Do we know?
Like deception is usually opposed by insight.
All right, so I'm just curious. If we try to do that and have another illusion, is he going to see through it just like, or at least not see through it, but just be like enraged by it, just like he was when you tried to talk him?
And act irrationally.
I mean, like here's what you know, right? Aya told a very convincing lie, the convincingest lie that Aya ever tells.
Yeah, and he was
he
like,
did not buy it.
Yeah.
No, so I'm afraid that if we try to scam this dude, he's gonna be like, no thanks.
So I guess, well, we don't know what he knows, huh? For sure.
I mean, he knows that we're here. That's what he knows. That's what we know. So he's expecting us and waiting for us.
Wait a minute. Guys, this goes deeper.
What?
Aya says, pulling Leander's notes out of her pocket. Sund is under the influence of the king. He killed them and bound them to his will. So was that Sund we just talked to? Or was that Astafan? I'm like laughing with like a slight nosebleed as I say this.
Oh my god.
Because Sarek was in Sund's mind before he tried to kill the king. But now the king has control of him.
You're
and
out.
the
You're
only
out.
person-
Oh
All
shit!
So was that?
Okay, calm down. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Here we
it's kind of crazy, right?
Oh my god!
All right,
I'm
you're
just
bleeding-
walking around in circles on the ground with my
You're
little
bleeding
back
from your
claws.
nose.
Batwings.
Let me get that for you. Oh, okay. You just licked it up with your tongue. Okay. That's
And
not
Kara,
gonna get the blood okay.
Marshmallow is following you around, slithering with his little like feather wings.
I'm just standing there looking at Marshmallow. I'm going, wah, wah.
I know. It's crazy.
That would explain why he didn't buy the lie, because Astafon definitely knows who he's controlling all the pieces on the board. And now, the second nostril starts to bleed. So is that Sund we're talking to? Or is that the king? Do we just...
This is why I told you don't go into my brain. It's crazy.
Was it normal to try to hack the brain of somebody that's under the influence of somebody else?
With that incredibly astute mind fuckery, I think it's time for a 5-minute break.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
So why didn't we think about this before?
Well, because we are stupid is the answer. We are dumb dummies. All right, we will.
You gotta
take
play
a
with
moment.
the deck you dealt.
That's it for right now. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. Go tinkle. Go do what you got to do. We will see you then. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Uh-oh, that didn't work at all. What the what? Oh, hello, everybody. There we go. Now we're back. Welcome back to the Sunfall Cycle.
I don't know if we're live or not.
We are live. We're totally
live.
live. Okay. We're totally.
Just assume that you're live at all times.
Yeah, just be like prepared that it's any point in time I could blast you out into cyberspace. I could airlock you into the internet.
Woman, Gretchen, that she was like the governor of Wisconsin or something. Didn't she say like it's fucking Shark Week or something on her hot mic, like right before she starts speaking at the DNC?
Here's the thing. She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. It's fucking Shark Week.
I just love that. Like that's her hot mic quote.
That's a good one, though.
Oh, it's
there was a relatable one where you're like, oh yeah, Shark Week. Yeah.
There's another one. There's another moment that I felt really bad because it was like, and we're live. Like it cuts to the guy and he starts giving a speech, and then some dude in the background's like, no, we're not live yet, and he stops. And then he continues again, and it's like that dude
fired.
Nailed it. Yeah, the other guy, what a dickhead.
I
felt so bad. I was like, oh well.
The worst is when talent like walks with their mic on, and they start talking, or they like go into the bathroom, and all of production is like. I'm like 10 people. I've had to like run, like sprint to people and be like, please stop talking right now and take your mic off because literally 15 people can hear you.
Every time I'm mic'd up anytime that I'm anywhere and I'm mic'd up and I go to the bathroom, I always assume people are listening. So while peeing, I'll talk to the sound guy and I'll be like, yo, I'm taking a leak right now, so you might want to turn this down. Yeah. All right, I'm peeing. Like, hey. And I'll like sing a song. I'll be like, I'm singing.
I say, let him hear me pee. Yeah. I don't care.
Like I'm singing to the sky and my pants around my ankles.
Hear my pee, damn you.
We left someone's mic running while they were peeing during a recording for a pre show once, and we put it in the show. It's just
amazing.
That's so
just talking over it.
That's so on brand.
It's funny. What are we doing, guys? Are we gonna kill this guy?
Yeah.
Is it time for Sunfall Cycle?
Yes.
What? So you got some information from incepting Sarek and trying to see Sund's thoughts. And there's some questions about like, are you seeing Sund? Are you seeing Astafon? Who are you connecting to here? Like, what's going on? But you have the information that you have, which is that when you incepted Sarek, you saw that the best hiding place for Sund would be behind one of these stalagmites without bioluminescent moss, and also that he would not respond well to your deceptions about Ursa being dead.
Mm-hmm.
So,
got that.
What do you do now?
Again, how do you want to proceed down? That's the biggest thing. Is how are we going to drop down in this fool?
Quietly.
All right.
I'm the last.
Good strategy.
Well, who's good at climbing?
Right.
Not me.
Well,
Wait. When you
most
were
importantly,
in his head, the stuff that you like when you saw the rock and the rope and stuff, like, is that there, Steven, for us to use?
No, so that was that was like Aya seeing in Sarek's mind where he would go if he had to hide down here, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, there's no rope, there's no golden thread, there's
I see. Okay.
Yep.
Theoretical.
That was Inception.
Got it.
Brain vision.
Okay. Well, if Aya knows where Sund is the best out of all of us, so Aya going first makes a lot of sense, followed by either Sarek or Ankara, where like if this blows up in our face, not like the acid vial, but like literally the plan blows up.
Sure.
We need to be able to have some sort of light on him or something like that. So if he runs, we know where he is. Like to me, that's the most important part, right? So if this fails, at least we can chase him down. We know where we're going. So like that being geared up next is sort of the most important part, and then everything else can kind of follow.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Right. Like we need the sniper ready to go before everyone else moves in. Right?
Yeah.
We need to be able to have eyes on the person before.
Okay, so order of operations then is what?
I guess me and Ankara go first. Yeah.
We can help you down.
All right. Well, I'm gonna need it.
I figure I can help too, since I'm still a bat. I'm kind of flying and making sure your footing is where it needs to be and stuff. And
yeah. Are you trying to climb? Are you trying to squirrel suit it? What are you doing?
I'm probably not going to squirrel suit it. That was a moment that I had that thought and then very rapidly decided that
you'll never see me.
All right. So are you using a rope or are you freehanding?
Rope. Probably affixed or held in Kairos's hands so that if I do slip, he can catch me.
Yeah, no sweat. And you're going for that particular tunnel that Ankara pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check. This is with advantage because you're using a rope. Looks good. You make your way over there, no problem. Now, like the hallway sort of twists and turns a little bit. You have to like sort of crawl at one point. It's not a comfortable place for humans to travel. But after a few moments of sort of uncomfortable squeezing, you open up into a broad and long chamber with stalagmites and stalactites sticking up from the floor, hanging from the ceiling. And true to your memory, there are glowing patches of bioluminescent moss all over many of these stalagmites and stalactites. The corners of the room are very dark. At the far end, it recedes into blackness, but you can sort of tell from the way the space echoes that there is an opening back in the back of the room. And there are a couple of stalagmites on the floor that do not have this bioluminescent moss. This room is dimly lit.
So the couple of stalagmites that do not have bioluminescent light emanating from them, is that where I feel in my brain that I saw him pop up from?
Yeah, so like from your memories, you can pinpoint the exact one.
Okay.
Right? Are you waiting for your companions?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wait, but I'm also gonna like hold action like fucking black tentacles on that spot. And if I see him pop up, I'm gonna try to immediately restrain him because I will die.
Awesome.
And I don't know that he can't see me.
And Kara, have you flown down with Aya? You are muted, by the way.
Sorry. I'm going to go down but I'm going to wait when she goes to wherever she's going, like kind of inside so that we're not together. And then I'm going to try and basically just like kind of casually fly into the cave like a real bat.
Like a normal bat. Yeah, totally.
just a bat, not a person who is a bat. I'm just a bat doing bat stuff in this bat cave.
Cool. So you are flying around the cave as a bat. Meanwhile, Sarek and Kairos, are you holding the rope?
Yeah, I'm definitely delaying. I'm gonna be the last one down there. And in fact, like by a long shot. But I had a quick question for you because I'm a sucker for this shit. When you were in Sarek's brain and like now you're trying to like figure out where Sund is there sort of like what is the telltale thing for you is it like a taste or a smell? Like, what is the sensation when you know like you're close? Like the feeling of deja vu.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say
headache?
it'd
like,
probably be
what
like
is it?
Hair raising up on the back of my neck.
Like a spider sense thing.
Yeah, the exact like the wavy lines.
Yeah.
That you see in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I'm like that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Sarek,
hey,
give me that athletics.
Only they're obviously tentacles.
Creepy little tentacles.
Oh yeah, Sarek shimmies down the rope, no problem, slides through. Are you standing where? So like, picture this. 15 feet in front of you, Aya is sort of like crouched behind a stalagmite, staring around it at another stalagmite that's 30 feet ahead. No bioluminescent.
Did I see where, like, what Aya saw in my head? Did I see that as well?
Yeah. That was like your tactical decision making. Trying to think as a Sund would think.
Sure. Yeah. Now that I know what Sund would think, can I go to the dark area you mentioned? The area that, like, you were like, Sark would never go there. I would like to go to the pitch black dark because I have dark vision, and I want to just, like, camp out there ready to attack when we go in.
Cool. Are you trying to hide?
Yes. I want to sneak over there.
Give me a stealth check.
Please, baby.
Okay, cool.
With advantage?
You slip into the shadows. No advantage, fortunately. But, you slip into the shadows and you're hiding back there. Kairos, how are you going to get down there?
Eventually climbing down.
Okay, so
I'm not going to start climbing down.
We weren't counting on Kairos.
Yeah.
Like I think from our understanding, we kind of understood that Kairos was probably going to biff it.
Yeah, exactly.
And with the clanking armor, and so we're all like, I'm the way I'm envisioning this in my mind's eye. Feel free to tell me no. Is that we're all standing, waiting to spring the trap, waiting for Kairos to make noise.
Okay. So like as soon as Kairos makes noise, you're going to like jump around, fire in Everett's black tentacles behind the pillar. Like Sarek's going to nuke him.
I'm waiting to see the crossbow, but yes, I'm waiting to see that, like what I saw in the dream, like that crossbow comes up. Like
so when he steps around, points the crossbow at your head.
I thought I was going to start going down as soon as I heard the sounds of fighting, but okay, that works for me too. So then, no, okay. I think that makes sense though. So I'm waiting a predetermined amount that we said, and then I'm going to start coming down, right? Like 2 minutes or whatever it was.
So Kairos, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
And 2 minutes. Okay.
Regular.
Not
premium.
Cool. Very nice. So you're able to climb this wall fairly proficiently, but give me a stealth check to see how much noise you make and how soon or late you make a big loud clanking sound.
Totally. Oh my God. Okay. I have disadvantage too.
Kairos
17
slides into the room, sort of like pressing himself flat, working his way under this tight crawl space you've all had to crawl into. And as he stands up, the plates of his armor shift and a light clanking sound echoes through the chamber. What do the three of you do?
Do I see any movement?
Not yet.
I'm gonna cast bonfire where the pillar was.
Cool. Yeah. So you cast bonfire. Poof. And as the space behind the pillar lights up, the three of you, Sarek is just crawling out. The three of you immediately see that the space behind the pillar is empty. Would the three of you
Did we just get
please
set
make
up?
perception
We
checks?
are the villains. Oh no! What do you mean he's not behind a pillar?
Everyone but
Aya and Kara and Sarek, please make perception checks. Kairos is still like standing up. This is all happening in a space of like seconds.
I'm not perceptive. Ooh, good.
I know. Oh, nice. Bat location.
Nice. Okay, awesome. Aya, you're just stunned. Like, he's not there. He's not there. Sarek and Ankara, both of you see, perched amidst the stalagmites on the ceiling, this man with like some sort of like clip attached to his belt and some sort of like claw hand hooked into the ceiling, bring a crossbow out and aim it in Aya's direction. Would all of you roll for initiative?
Shit balls. One of y'all better roll higher than him, otherwise I'm gonna get one shot again, and then it's just gonna be bad for everybody.
I can't believe we got set up like the Batman. I can't believe that's how we're
going
out.
We gave him that idea. He's hanging upside down from the ceiling wall, like, yay, how hard can it be? It's just one guy, and now he's gonna hang me.
And then you were the one villain who like went behind the pillar, and you're the guy who's like, what?
He's not here.
What do you mean he's not here? Yeah, and then the rest of us turn up and we're like, he's up there, and then we all shoot, and he like jumps out the way. I know how this goes. I see it as clear as day. Yeah, we're done.
Also roll initiative.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Knowing that I'm not gonna.
Kairos, please do roll for initiative.
Yeah, but knowing that I'm not doing anything for like a round or whatever.
I think out of all of us, Britt is probably like, I don't know. You're like the low level villain. You're kind of like I don't know, like the Mad Hatter or Clayface, or like one of those ones that isn't like really popular. Be like you're around, right? I feel
like Clayface is popular.
Well, like he wasn't in every episode, that kind of thing. You can only use Clayface so much.
That's true.
Yeah, you're like Killer Croc, right? You're around. You're a problem, but not like Batman isn't worried about you, right?
Batman doesn't worry about me because he doesn't even know that a bat who is a person is in that
yeah, you're like that
him.
person who is a bat.
Man bat?
Man bat. Yeah. Exactly.
He doesn't know about me.
Fantastic.
I'm secret still. I want to fly over to him and just turn into a dinosaur and drag him to the bottom of that cave and eat him.
Sarek and Ankara, you two are not surprised. Kairos and Aya are surprised. So in this first round, Sarek and Ankara will get to act. Kairos and Aya will not. So Sarek, you get the drop. You are the most ready for this. It's your turn.
Cool. Does my glove proc here?
So he is not surprised. So you don't get like the auto crit, but he hasn't acted yet. He hasn't acted yet, and therefore, yes, you get advantage.
Excelente. Yeah, I'm taking a shot at this guy right off. I'm like, you shoot us, I shoot you. And
please let me know if my eating is annoying, by the way.
But do I get the 23?
Yes, you get the 23. 15 also hits, but you get the 23. So go ahead and roll your damage.
He's a low B. All right, and poop. I didn't really say that I wanted to do sneak attack. Do I have to say that for that?
You don't have to say it.
You just get it.
You're entitled to it.
Oh God, see that? You know what? It's like love and me. I don't have to say it. But it's like, nice to say it, right? It's like nice to say it. So I just wanted to be put it out there, Steven.
Look,
I sneak attack you, buddy.
I already know.
I sneak attack
you too, Jesse.
Oh my God, scrump me later, okay?
I'll scrump you anytime, but you have to roll your sneak attack first. All right, 11. Okay, cool. Kairos, you are surprised. So you finish standing yourself up, scraping yourself out of this hole, and ta-da, boom, everybody is in combat. Sund. So, Ankara, you were aware, right? Yeah, and Aya and Kairos were not. Yeah, okay, so as a bonus action, Sund reaches out a hand and points at you, Aya. And then he just like points at you, and then he does this. You are marked for death. And then he shoots at you.
Can I entropic ward to impose disadvantage on the shot?
Yes. Actually, no, wait, you're surprised. You cannot act when you are surprised.
God damn it.
Sorry. This is with advantage. Holy shit.
That does not hit me.
Yes.
Woo.
It's very dark.
You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, Aya. Wow. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, Aya, it's your turn. You shake off the surprise, and that's all. And Kara, it's your turn, and you can act.
Yeah, I use my turn to go, this motherfucker just did this to me. That's my turn. He's the same. What the fuck? He did that.
And then Kara, you're a bat right now, right?
I'm a bat. I'm choosing what I want to do. I think I'm trying to decide the best thing. Bite him. Trying to think if there's a good thing I can turn into that will hold him.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the ceiling, so we can't even snake him.
Oh, I am going to snake him. I mean, here's my plan. No, as a bat, I fly over. Why don't we do...
What if you unhook his foot thing and drop him on his head?
No, I mean, this is my plan. Like, I think I'll just do, I'll just do a dinosaur because it's inconvenient. It's big. It will definitely drag him down. And I'll take a lot of HP if I'm just attacking him while you guys are shooting at him. So basically what I'm going to do is fly over as a little bat. And then as I get up to him, I'm going to change back into myself for a moment. Attack him because I have my torques of the shifter with my snake staff. And I stab the adder. And then I'm going to turn into a dinosaur and basically can I drag him down? Can I hold on to him? Or is that the action I have to take?
Can you shapeshift twice in one turn?
I mean, I'm just turning out of, I think so.
That's shape-shifting back to a...
Yeah, hang on. Let me look at this. We need the rules.
Can I drop wild?
Look at this nerd pulling out his book.
Yeah, books.
All right.
Imagine reading.
Yeah, we'd probably be better off.
We should have got hooked on phonics instead of hooked on Skump.
Can I do this?
Hooked on Skump.
Hooked on Skump. That definitely is like a Star Wars name for a drug.
Yes, that's Skump. They're skumping. No, they're not French. With Muzzy.
It doesn't count as an action to drop the wild shape, so...
You can revert to your normal form. You then revert to your normal form unless you expend another use of this feature. You can revert to your normal form earlier by using a bonus action on your turn. So the question is, can you transform from one wild shape into another? Or do you have to be druid shape first?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I turn into myself for long enough just to hit him. And before I fall all the way to the ground, I turn into...
So here's the deal. If you want to turn into yourself, you have to use a bonus action. You then have spent your bonus action and cannot use another bonus action to turn into another beast. That would have to happen on the next turn.
I see.
But I'll make a ruling on this. The question at hand is, can you turn straight into another beast? Please roll a d20. On a 10 plus, the answer is yes, and on a 9 minus, the answer is no.
What a fair DM. D20, you said?
Yep. The answer is yes. You can use wild shape to change from your current beast form into another beast form.
Awesome.
And because you have torques of the shifter, you can make an attack or cast a spell as you do that.
So you're basically Maui from Moana now.
Yes. Yep.
And you're going to smack him with your fish hook as you go from half shark to bird. That's pretty dope, because that's the only other person I know that can do that is Maui. I had a really long discussion about how Maui is 100% a druid and how we need more.
Oh, totally.
And Cowie.
Islander druids. Because that was great.
Yeah. Awesome. Marshmallow 100% just shouts, and Cowie!
Okay, cool. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna Leroy Jenkins as a bat at this guy hanging from the ceiling, change into, I guess the big question is can I change into a dinosaur, attack him, and then try to drag him down? Turn. I don't think I can.
So the way this is going to happen is because you get a free attack while you transform. First, let's resolve that. And then once you're in dinosaur form, you can try to grapple him. And that's like the way that you can drag him down.
Okay, let's
So let's see. Here's Ankylosaurus. Ah.
Yes.
So go ahead and snake him with your Staff of the Adder.
Wait, but if she's going directly from one animal form to another, how would either of her animal forms be able to use an adder staff?
So, like, there is a move through the druid form.
Oh, like the animals cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Very
and so it's not like she's spending time in her elf form, but because she has the Torques of the Shifter magical item that lets her make a free attack with like any of her possible attack options, either her origin attacks or her destination attacks, and I'm throwing in there for free, or her druid attacks. She gets to use the Staff of the Adder. So a 15 hits.
Dope.
Roll your damage. 8 plus 12 and a DC 15 Constitution save. Cool. Here's that saving throw. He rolls an 8, so he takes a total of 14 damage. Not bad. So Ankara like flies up as a bat, whacks him with this Staff of the Adder, and then just turns into a massive Allosaurus. Go ahead and give me a grapple check, which I believe is your athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics. So.
Now, the intention here is that you're both going to fall, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Britt. It actually is your athletics.
It's my athletics. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
15, not bad.
It's much better.
And he's gonna
get out of the way, guys.
Acrobatics.
I'm bringing him down.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
So you like grab him with your Allosaurus teeth, and he just like.
He's like, get away.
He just like slides through them, just like floss, just, and you just plant on your back.
For this shot.
Staring up at the ceiling. Now the ceiling's not that high. You don't take any damage from falling, but you don't end up grappling him.
Okay.
And now it's his turn. Oh, let's. You're all like invisible because you're on the GM info overlay. Let's put you back on the token layer. There we go. Now it's his turn. Let me see. What's he gonna do?
Damn it. I didn't think through how bad this would be if I didn't succeed. Now you guys can hide behind me. Like, use me as a meat shield.
I don't like Steven's laugh. Your meat shield idea scares me. It's you don't often hear it. Come on, Steven. It's a rarity. And when it does, you're like, oh, we are dead tonight.
I don't regret my decision.
Oh, I thought this fight
turning from a bat into a
now it's gonna fight. It's gonna last 4.
Dinosaur was really fun.
This is worrisome. This is not every day I hear that laugh.
All right. So first, he is going to target Aya. So
am I still surprised? Because this is
you are no longer surprised.
Okay.
You're
I am definitely going to entropic ward this one, and I'm posing.
Okay, cool. Your turn is passed. You're no longer surprised. First, one of his hands goes to the clasp of his belt, and his other hand holds out a crossbow in your direction, and he fires a bolt at you. So he's taking disadvantage. He hits you for 36 damage.
Damn it.
I have 2 hit points.
You get to make a DC 15 Constitution save for half poison damage here.
Okay.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yep.
Okay.
He sneak attacks you for an additional 21.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely dead.
And then his marked for death goes off, dealing an additional 8.
Yeah, high math.
Woo!
Dead several times.
Then
11.
Then his hand comes away from his belt and he drops something. It's a small clay orb, and it shatters on the floor, and immediately this thick gray smoke fills the air, completely obscuring all of your sight outside of 5 feet.
You took 65 damage, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that actually outright kill you? Do you take more damage in a turn than your maximum hit points?
It has to send you to negative your maximum hit points.
Oh, it has to send you to negative maximum.
It has to be negative 55 for it to outright kill me.
It's not just the damage equal to your hit points.
Yeah.
Correct. Yep. So, Sarek, you hear the sound of someone hitting the floor, and then you hear pap, 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 pap. What do you do?
Can I use my insightful fighting to track that?
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Come on, baby, this is the time.
I think you get it. He didn't plan on having to like hide his position or anything. So I think you have a pretty good idea of where he is. Now he's fully obscured, so he's taking a +4 to his AC, but I think you've got as good a chance as any.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot just to let him know that like you can't hide, bitch.
Yep. Cool.
Get him.
Go for it.
All right.
No one can hide from my sight.
A 27 hits. Wow. That 4. It's a 12 for 16, 20 damage.
A reverse Yahtzee.
Yeah. Well, I want him to know that I get. Does he have to roll against my speed decrease?
He does. Let's take that Constitution saving throw.
Let him know. Ooh,
He
never
succeeds.
mind. He's fine. He's like, ooh, what was that little tingle?
No problem.
Like a fresh mint. Ooh.
All right, Kairos, it's your turn.
Can I see Aya?
I think you were just too far behind Aya, but if you step forwards like 5 feet, you'll see her.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do because my turn is gonna be laying on hands Aya and bringing her up out of death save territory.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you about 15.
Thank you.
Nice.
Heroes never die.
Ooh. Maybe. Yep. Maybe here.
Hey, that was in my thoughts. You can't hear that.
You hear echoing from down the chamber. No one can hide from my sight.
How he got so good. I'm really glad we spent such a long time discussing our strategy and then went down there and just...
That's why I was worried, because I felt like this guy was just like everything we do. This guy should be like,
why we always
best laid plans, suckers. I'm like,
no, we're gonna just blow him up.
Let's see.
We'll get him. Maybe not today.
Would all 4 of you give me a perception
Maybe
check?
not tomorrow.
Perception? Yes.
At normal?
Yes. Yeah, as normal.
I see through you, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, okay. You hear something that sounds very clearly like him throwing a stone down deeper in the room. And then you hear him say something like, shit, that... And then you hear the sound of footsteps padding. Let's see.
You went further in the room.
Hurry, follow him!
What an idiot! What a big dummy!
Aya, it's your turn. You're still in this big cloud of smoke.
Okay.
Must have been the wind.
How thick how thick is the smoke?
In terms of like your visibility?
In terms of like, if I were to press to digitate a puff of wind, would that move it around?
Yes, it would.
I'm wondering if I should do that. I also have another idea, but I think that this might be the better option. So
I can cast gust of wind too.
Let's have you do it then, because mine is just like a puff.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how much that's gonna do. Okay. All right, so I am going to is a shard of healing a bonus action or a full action?
I think a Moon Shard of Healing is a full action.
Okay. I'm going to use my Moon Shard of Healing, and then with my bonus action, you're going to see me crack open that Book of Secrets and pull like my Shadow Blade from inside.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All
right, Ankara.
My turn. And what do I roll for the Shard of Healing? It's my first time using one.
I
forget how much it heals.
Kairos, how much does a Moon Shard of Healing do?
64 plus 6, I believe.
That sounds accurate
right
to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
That's some good
near
rolls.
Nice.
maximum.
Look at that roll.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Literally 2 off maximum. That's pretty wild.
All right, Ankara, what do you do?
So first, as my bonus action, I'll cast. Can I cast Healing Word on Aya? I'm assuming I know where she is.
You're in Allosaurus form.
Oh yeah, sorry. I meant to say I am changing out of Allosaurus form.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Doesn't seem as helpful right now, so I'll change out of that.
Yes, you can cast.
And I'll cast that at second level, so 2d4 plus 3.
Cool.
Or wait, me changing out is my bonus action, isn't it?
It is, right?
It is.
We just discussed that. I'm sorry.
No, good.
All right, then
so hang on. Your Torques of the Shifter actually let you cast that for free.
That's true. Okay, cool. Free cast. 9 for you, Aya. And
Awesome,
then I'll cast Gust of Wind. Line of strong wind, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, blast from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw. So I guess, depending on where everyone's at, I just want to, I guess if we can, it would be better to, do you guys think it would be better to like blow all of the smoke like towards where Sund is, or just try and get like out of the cave?
I say direct it at him so he's in clear sight, and then we kind of have cover. If you can ascertain where he's at, but your perception's pretty good.
Isn't it like, because the whole point
because right now we can't target him. So if we like push the wind, like I'm assuming in my mind it's gonna make like it's gonna push the smoke out of the way in that straight line, keeping us in cover and keeping him out of cover so we can aim at him from
Gotcha. All right.
There's only a few spells that like get rid of cloud effects, and one of them is Gust of Wind.
The only thing is you're gonna have to probably, it's gonna be hard to figure out where he is.
Weird one.
I mean, it's 10 feet wide, so
it also like it just says it disperses gas or vapor.
Gas, yeah.
Like, basically, what's going to happen when you cast this?
It's just going to
create a lot of wind. It's going to blow this stuff around so that it's not as thick anymore. It's basically going to like spread it through the entire room so that you can actually see instead of all being clustered in one spot.
Yeah, I'll do that first because it's a concentration spell, you guys. So basically, as a bonus action on each turn before the spell ends, I can change the direction in which the line goes. And then anyone who's in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to us.
That is like,
and
so
it has
perfect.
to succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from me in a direction following the line. And so ideally, if we can like find out where he is, I can just like shove him around so you guys can hit him and he's like fucked up.
Bully.
I don't know. Try.
On top of that, isn't there something about like heavy winds giving disadvantage to ranged attacks? Is that a thing?
Not on this thing that I'm looking at.
It's a crossbow.
You guys would know.
I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, okay.
Bless you.
So,
bless you.
I guess, Steven, I just want to like.
Is that just rain?
I want to cast it in the direction that we last, like, I guess I last like knew he was at.
Totally.
Running away.
So you cast Gust of Wind. It just like erupts forth from you, and he has to make a strength saving throw or get pushed away from you.
Nice.
He fails. So what happens is this wind erupts from you, and immediately the fog starts whipping around and clearing, and the air clears so that you can all see. And you see him down towards the other end of this chamber. He's only 60 feet away. And so the gust of wind catches him in the back, and he goes flying forwards 15 feet and then face plants sort of at the very far end of the room.
I say, oh, there he is.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
All right.
Position-wise, I would like to step away from anyone who's within 5 feet in my party.
Sure. Yep, totally.
I just want to be spread out.
Awesome. So Sund looks back over his shoulder, and you can see him curse. He says, "Fiddlesticks!" And then he pulls a crossbow from his belt, points it at Aya. And
why me every time?
Reaction disadvantage.
Because, wait, what is it?
This motherfucker. He hates me as much as Sarek does.
Yeah,
I just love that I'm like griefing him with wind. I'm just like.
Because on his second initiative step, his only attack action can be a single short sword or light crossbow attack on the target he is marked for death.
But you said the mark for death dropped.
No. Until you die, you are marked for death. So unfortunately, because you did not die, you are still marked for death.
Lame.
Steven, I did react to his disadvantage.
Awesome. He gets a 25.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
He deals 31 damage.
Matter.
Roll that DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Ugh. And then wait.
Just give me death.
He deals an additional 12, so that's 31, 43.
Okay, so I am alive with 9 hit points. I just hit it at 0. I literally just hit 0. I was like, what's the point? All right, I have 9 hit points.
And then he sketches a bow with a flourish of his cloak and a glint of a smile. And then he ducks backwards into the darkness of the tunnel behind him, out of this room. You hear his footsteps proceeding down the passageway.
I hate this bitch so much, honestly.
And that, I think, is where we should end the show today.
Damn it. I want to chase him and just keep shoving him with wind and making him fall down.
I don't know. He seems very tough and skinny and dangerous. And
seems cowardly.
Kind of handsome.
Slippery.
Right? Like a little handsome. Like a little
You see that lame little bow he did?
It's actually
so obvious he's
a royal bow from.
It was very courtly.
It's so obvious he's like of low breeding and pretends to be of high breeding because I've never seen a noble bow like that. Well, I'm just saying it's clear he's trying to pretend and he's not doing a very good job.
I don't know what city you're from, but hard times have fallen on his home, so it could be raw. I just think for such a handsome guy.
We know where he's from. He's from Ire, right? Is that what it's called? Ire?
Yes.
City Ire?
Yes.
Well, there's only. You know what I heard about Ire? I heard there's 3 suns. There's sunflowers, sunshine, and sons of bitches come from Ire.
You know what, Kairos?
Amazing.
Good night, everybody.
I love it so much, Eric.
A little bit more.
Oh my
Each and
God.
every day.
The character.
That, I feel like that right there is such a good, tiny little, encapsulation of Eric as a person and, why we love Eric so much.
He called Sark a bitch?
Yeah.
No, just the
he
whole
called his mom a
bitch.
Bitch, right?
The whole little
Son of a
phrase. It's great.
Oh my God. All right. Well,
got away, guys. I don't know. I don't think it went the way we wanted it to.
No, not at all.
It wasn't perfect.
We are our own worst enemies. We did the whole Batman thing, and Steven's like, maybe he's not on the floor at all. Maybe he's in the rafters, and we allowed that.
We Batman gooned ourselves. We knew it was gonna happen. We gooned ourselves. We're gonna end up on Skump later. What?
Bad.
I'm the.
He's running away. He's running away on
every time, and he's like,
so just so you know,
and I'm like, look at this guy. He freaking was pointing at me.
What is this thing? Is he some sort of man bat?
That's literally what happened.
Yeah,
that's literally what happened. We foretold it that I would be the goon with the gun. If my
pull
gun
yourself
doesn't
together.
go off, I don't
There's
know.
no such thing as a man bat.
That was Kairos.
Yeah,
but it's me
freaking
that's
yourself out.
Is this guy a real bat? Something he's hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, Bronze is the goon with the beanie. Bronze has the beanie. Kairos is like the one who's like really tough, and he's wearing the probably cut off shirts.
He's the brute.
Yeah, and then I'm the guy who for some reason has spiky white hair, and I'm just like, oh jeez, he's everywhere, right?
So like there's the enemy type that's like really susceptible to the terrify condition, and that's Sarek.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the one with the incredibly low
like
perception, which is Aya, who's just like, I don't know, where'd it go? Hey, this ain't like it is back in the big leagues, right? And you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah,
Sark is definitely shaky gun.
Oh yeah, like where'd he go? Oh no! I'm the guy who always turns around when he's right behind me. I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like if Kairos is like the big brute, I'm like the annoying like person that barks at orders that he has to keep helping up off the ground. Like, come on, boss, go get him! But every time he helps me up, I like hit him on the head.
Gonna take out this trash,
but
boss.
also help me up. But also go get the bat.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Inkara is like, I don't know, Black Mask, some low-level villain, just like, who's like, never going to be Batman, but always is going to try. And that is admirable. That's very...
I'm going to bash this bat back to Staten Island.
That you four have cast yourselves in the role of like the goons that Batman preys upon in this encounter, because that's exactly what I wanted this encounter to feel like. So, incidentally, like the encounter isn't over. We're not out of turn order. He's not like magically gone, and now we're in normal exploration mode anymore. We're just going to pick up the rest of this fight next time. So, like, okay. I just want to broadcast what's going on here, so y'all aren't like, Steven is stealing the fight away from us.
Oh no.
No, I just assumed that you actually have another Roll20 set up, and you're like playing with Dodger right now, and Dodger's controlling soon.
Right? Yeah.
No, thank you. I don't need that. That sounds like trouble. We'd already be dead. She'd be like, no mercy.
I feel like we'd already be friends.
I love snakes. Snakes are super. Are you a dinosaur? Sharp teeth. Oh my god. All right. Well, let's go around this screen here and find out what everyone is up to before we move on with our week. Brent, hold on. Is that still you?
It's me. It is me. What am I doing this week? I'm volunteering tomorrow. Guys, if you have free time, you're not doing anything, think about volunteering somewhere locally for your community. You don't even have to get organized. If you live in a place that's hot, which there's a lot of hot places right now, just freeze some water bottles and go give them to the people who don't have homes out because it's hot. Help keep them hydrated. Or donate canned goods to your local mission. I'm going tomorrow to volunteer to hand out like backpacks and iPads to school children who need them and help get people signed up to vote. So register to vote if you're not registered yet, and try to think of something nice that you can do for your community to make it better for everybody. And I just hope everyone has a great weekend, and that's it.
Awesome. Hey, Lasercorn. Hello, everyone who just came to raid. We're wrapping up, but you can stick around, and hopefully we'll convince you to stop by next week. Steven, what's going on with you, superstar?
This is super fun. I'm on like 2 weeks of vacation right now, so I'm just kicking back, playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima, painting a lot of Warhammer minis.
Nice.
And
yeah.
Planning boss fights that are supposed to feel like hunting the xenomorph in Alien.
Yeah.
Xenomorphs.
So like I'm really stoked about this fight. I'm really excited that y'all are in it, and I'm like, it was really fun for me to come up with a fight that was not like the traditional like face off against a person in a room. So I'm really excited to see how it progresses from here. Because this guy is like, if it was just a fight in a room, you guys would just destroy him.
Steven's one of my biggest inspirations.
We got to get him trapped. Trap him in a room.
Sometimes when I DM, I'm like, what would Steven do? And it adds an extra layer of assholery to my campaign I DM on Tuesdays. So thank you for that. Because people are like, that's fucked up. And I'm like, it's a lumpkin.
I took it straight from Steven.
I lumpkined out today.
Excellent. I'm
lumpkined
proud of
all
you.
over their faces.
I'm proud of you, Bronze.
when you lumpkin on someone, or
can I describe my lumpkin to you, even though it's your introduction right now?
We can Skump later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Take it away, Jesse.
I was about to say, speaking of which, it's Bronze's turn. So Bronze, if you want to Skump on us, let us know right now.
Yeah.
Skump your lumpkin.
I came up while playing The Last of Us. I came up with what if Quelog was moited and then taken over by a sentient floral like a fungus creature, and I came up with a giant half spider necrotic death thing, and its ass was a giant Venus flytrap, and it emitted spores that would entrance people to walk towards it, and then it would encase them in its ass and slowly digest them and heal. But yeah, I came up with undead flower spider creature. Thanks.
That's amazing. I approve. 100% lumpkin seal of approval.
Yay! I came up with the lumpkin. And that's me. I'm that Bronze Girl. I'm a full-time content creator on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitch and on Twitter. And occasionally I DM as well.
Eric, what are you up to, dude?
Oh, man. I've been doing my Pendragon, and I found this cool website that I've just been gushing about the past couple of days. It's called Art Breeder. Maybe you all have heard of this, and I'm like late on the game of this, but this is like an NPC generating haven. It's just an AI procedural like portrait creator, and you can just create and age up all of your people or age them down. You can combine pictures together. Since I'm running Pendragon, which is like a legacy night game, and everyone's obviously a human, I can just play with faces, and I can combine people when they're married, and so they have the children, and they take on the derivative features and age them down and change the genders and stuff, and like have all these swaps to it. So like I can create these genuine family trees of people that look vaguely alike, and it's like free. it's incredible.
Can I just say really quickly, I'm looking at artbreeder.com right now, and I love that the sample that they show me is a little fluffy white dog.
The dog, yeah.
Is the one with the face that's like sticking out?
Dog that's also a bubble.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yes. It's an AI, so sometimes you get the weird Afghan hound crossed with an ostrich on some ones. But if you do the portrait one, it's pretty solid. It's almost like this person doesn't exist, where it's almost like photorealistic. First, some of them are kind of more like illustrative or sketch. It's just this kind of incredible site, and it's definitely Uncanny Valley territory. So if that's not your thing, don't worry about it. I've been doing that, and then I've also just been writing a bunch of deep lore for an upcoming Traveler campaign that I've been doing a lot of lore for, which is something I don't really do a lot, right? I don't really tend to write out like what was the history 500 years ago and then simulate government changes since then till the present. I don't typically do that stuff, but I'm doing that for like 19 planets. And how they interconnect in their wars and their histories and their cultures, and so it's going. It's taking some time, but it's fun. I'm enjoying some solo fun, so I can eventually run Traveler for people. You don't need to do this to run Traveler. This is just on me, by the way.
I'm just a crazy person.
Sometimes the lonely fun.
You just blanked out. You just blanked out. I'd be like 19 planets and no, I'm done. But yeah, that's me.
All right, that's it for us. If you want to see me, I'll be trying my hardest to get a crown in Fall Guys and failing. But we will be back next week with an all-new episode, and hopefully we'll live. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much.
On Skump.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, go follow us on Skump, guys.
Follow us on Skump. Remember, shit, I need to go register Skump before someone takes it. These sons of bitches on it's already been taken. What am I talking about?
I think what we say
Skump.edu.
when we're talking about Skump, we encourage people to ding that dong.
Oh yeah, ding that dong.
Remember to go to Skump, guys. Ding that dong.
Go to Skump, ding the dong for us.
Yep.
It's really good for our business.
The brand to consumer one-on-one connection is super important.
They want to sell us Skump.com for $2,695 if we're interested.
That's it?
Do it.
Or 12 monthly payments of $233.
Can you get scu.mp?
Here's the thing. Skump.edu is available.
$14.
Educational.
I would say we're educational.
Yeah,
Skump is a not-for-profit social media education site.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
100%.
it. I don't want to be involved in ripping off someone. I don't want students to go to Skump looking for resources, and then they find like just a photo of me for a goof. Like, welcome to Skump. And there's
it could be like South Carolina University, like SCU.
Literacy.
Yeah. SCU MP is like South Carolina University media program, and like all sorts of media students are going to be like, "Hey, SCU, we can't find the rubric for this class."
What if we just put up like fake?
But there's a weird
class like.
There's a picture of a mole man.
This mole man is going to teach me how to make honey cakes.
Hello.
Ding the dong.
Welcome to the hi everyone. I'm so happy you're here.
It's not worth pursuing in reality.
No, it's actually.
It's the fart idea logo. It's let your ideas aerate.
Okay, that's it. We need to end this.
We're out of here.
Bye, everyone. We'll see y'all next week.
Where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze. We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze. I don't have time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze.
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
Yeah, now sing the music.
Bring the strippers and booze. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. You